Turn to ban.
Welcome back to our second series, or actually our fourth series of Stream B, but second series for the two of us. It's Fnatic versus IG. For Fnatic, very entertaining to watch. Let's just put it like that. IG struggling a little bit in the group stage.
Still, they had a decent showing. I think they showed some good Dota at times.
Yeah.
I think overall, both Fnatic and IG surpassed my expectations and how well they played here. So I'm looking forward to see who's gonna win this duel.
You know, the one I've talked to quite a bit of the Fnatic players and coaches. The one thing that they were somewhat afraid of coming into TI is whether they could figure out the patch. And I feel like they have figured it out based on the way they're drafting and playing.
Turn to ban.
Isn't that the same for every team coming into TI? Because as a patch before TI, everyone
they just felt like that patch wasn't suiting to their usual playstyle, so they needed to adapt and change to something else. And I feel like they have. But let's see how their draft is. Enchantress being taken out. Universe's Enchantress is quite a beast.
10 seconds remaining.
The hero is very strong right now in a meta where laning matters so much, and Enchantress is one of like the few offlane heroes that can solo carry the game, deal so much damage. We saw that from S4, we saw that from Universe. It's definitely a very powerful hero right now. And we see Pugna and Phoenix in the first phase bans. Not too common. It's more of I think targeted bans towards their opponents. I know a lot of the Chinese teams, they like to play with Pugna, pick Pugna, push, pressure.
10 seconds remaining.
Not a big fan of the Pugna plus Wraith King lane, personally. But, I mean...
Who did we see do that earlier? Mineski?
But Pugna is definitely like a strong hero right now. It deals really well with Necro, which I think Envy seems to prefer picking that hero for himself or for Universe. And yeah, Ben Pugna is a very strong counter to him. So we'll see
remaining.
Does Fnatic actually ban the Pugna and pick the Necroforce early for themselves. There's a lot of like good opening picks here right now. Heroes that can be multi-role, like Prophet can be a multi-role hero. Ursa can be a multi-role hero. Even the Wyvern could be...
Yeah, for Fnatic, that is definitely a multi-role hero.
Off lane or position 5.
Yeah. Okay, Invictus Gaming. What has Aggressive been playing recently?
Gyro.
So, Gyro, PL, still the same thing?
Gyro, PL. I mean, against the Wyvern, you definitely want a carry that has a mix of physical and magic because of how Cold Embrace blocks all the physical. So you want to have a carry that can actually deal damage through the Cold Embrace.
Sure.
Or you pick Silencer. Silencer is still available. In the Post Silencer, I think it's one of the harder counters towards the Wyvern. You just start the fight, make sure you global, make sure you can't save unless you have the Grieve or Lotus.
Q actually likes picking and playing Silencer quite a bit. I've seen him.
I think it's fine to open with Silencer here.
Okay. Instead, we're going to see a Dark Willow and a Tiny. Another very good Q hero, which I'm not sure if it's very like to the meta. Disruptor.
Disruptor.
He likes that a lot too. So
don't like Disruptor too much in the
haven't
meta.
seen Disruptor at all actually.
I've seen it in one game. VP picked it earlier, but didn't work out. But Tiny is definitely a very strong hero right now. Can go to all lanes as a core. Very strong laning hero. Has physical and magic damage, so he fits the bill of a core that can deal with the Wyvern.
Sure. What about a DJ Windrunner?
Why not?
Why not? Probably the best Windrunner.
I think in this team, right, the more important thing is what hero Envy is going to play. I think there's only a few heroes that will fit his playstyle in this team.
Okay.
Vivo is one of them. Necroforce I think is fine too. It's available. Necroforce is also great against Tiny. In the laning phase, let's say it's a carry Necro up against an offlane Tiny. That would work out well for him. And because they already have like a save, so Necro feels like they just need to ban A later or any of the direct counters.
All right, there's our Necro. So you had a couple of choice words about his build earlier when we watched the long Fnatic Mineski game.
I feel like sometimes he doesn't go for like those pipes, those like
not the standard Necro build.
The timing items like he tries to be a carry throughout the game,
Yeah.
Because sometimes
10
with Necro, I
seconds
feel,
remaining.
because I've been playing this hero a lot lately, I
Okay.
feel like sometimes with this hero, you need to understand
5
that, oh, this is
seconds
our
remaining.
team's strong timing. We create the strong timing by getting all this like a
Invictus
pipe,
Gaming's
or get a
turn
like
to
any like cheap strong item, or maybe an egg games, all the items, so you want to end the game right away, like at that point of time when they're strong. So they ban out the Bat Rider. Bat Rider is of course great against Necro. Great against the Co-Embrace as well because of the all the magic damage that he has. I think overall solid ban.
10
But I still think the
seconds
AA
remaining.
is something that they should be thinking of right now with the Wyvern and the Necro.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
In fact, I think the previous series they had like Wyvern, Necro, and Huskar. So AA would have like absolutely destroyed them. They did final phase ban it, and the Meepo respect, fair enough.
Don't want to get cheese. Because they have a tiny, maybe they're not so worried about the Brood running over the laning phase. The other hero that would counter the Necro would be Shadow Demon, and Shadow
Invictus
Demon is
Gaming's
they choose to
turn
ban
to
out the
ban.
Silencer. This is
That's
what-
fair. Yeah.
That is fair too. Shadow Demon is great against the Curse, great against removing the Ghost Shroud, great against saving against the Reaper as well with the Disrupt. So that could be the other option that IG can go for against the Necro and Wyvern. And play the Dark Wheeler as a position of 4 on Boboka. I expect that to happen.
Have you
10
seen
seconds remaining.
very successful Dark Willow other than position 4?
Oh,
5
I think the hero
seconds
needs farm though.
remaining.
Yeah.
I don't like him on 5. Because you want to get like the vessels, the
Invictus
yields.
Gaming's
You don't
turn
want
to
him to
pick.
be that hard support just buying wards.
Okay, Visage, another common Jackie Mao hero.
Or Abed hero.
Or Abed, yeah. They do interchange it. The one awkward thing about Visage, especially in this patch, is that Visage, I feel like auto loses the lane in a patch that you don't want to lose lanes. But Fnatic is a team that still has a lot of confidence
10
picking that hero.
seconds remaining.
Still a strong hero.
Turn to pick.
There's that AA that you mentioned.
Even though it counters this too, but I think A is still not that strong in the lane right now. He's okay, not like super weak or super strong, but it depends on what kind of lanes you put against him. Like if let's say if an AA runs into a Prophet lane, GG, because you can't do anything to the Treants.
Sure.
That's a kind of like easy example to think of
10 seconds
that runs over
remaining.
AA lane.
What about, can we start talking about AA partners? Like
5
people that could
seconds
use this
remaining.
chilling touch well. So PA traditionally has done that very well. CK, pretty good with that as well. Weaver, but Weaver's already banned out.
I think it's nice to have that, but I don't think it's necessary to want to pick towards that direction. I
Okay.
still feel like you still want to look at the big picture and understand which one,
Invictus
what kind of
Gaming's
carry would be
turn
good in
to
that situation. So this is probably going to be the universe hero. The undead army has arrived, the Necro Wraith King. And they need an Undying next.
Finalizing likes to play that, but I think that's too many, I don't know. Then who's going to play that Wyvern? Because he also generally plays the Undying.
See,
10
so for IG
seconds remaining.
to respond to this,
5 seconds remaining.
How do you feel about...
I don't want the tiny against the Necro lane. That's the first thing I'm thinking. I want the tiny maybe to go to lane with the Wraith King. So I'll probably
Sure.
want to get another, maybe an off laner that lanes well against Necroforce.
You know, we've been seeing a lot of Invokers recently. How do you feel about Invoker in a game like this?
Invoker is very good against Necro and
Yeah.
Wraith King. Quaswax Invoker.
Yeah,
in fact.
Crosswax with EMP.
Fanatics turn to pick.
It's going to be a Clinks instead, so...
Klings is good against Wraith King in the lane because you can dodge the stun.
The stun, yeah, we've seen that a couple of times.
And you can dodge. I think we've seen the exact lane. It was our game yesterday. I can't remember which game we were casting, but it was Klings against Wyvern and Wraith King. And we saw him dodging.
Strafe just like...
Yeah, you just dodged
Yeah. You dodge everything.
You dodged the Wyvern, Arctic Burn, you dodged the Splinter Blast, you dodged
10
the
seconds
stun from Wraith
remaining.
King as well.
It became a mind game where the
5
Wraith King
seconds
player just
remaining.
starts spamming the animation for the Hellfire Blast to juke out the Strafe.
So the DJ hero. So what are they going to pair up with Wraith King? He usually has just played Windrunner and Dark Willow.
Yeah.
I still prefer something like Undying though. Like
Any
it
reason
gives them
not
a-
to pick a Windrunner, for example?
Not really. I think it's fine.
Can you dodge Shackle Shot with Strafe?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well, there is maybe that one reason.
I would prefer Undying. Because the lane is much stronger. Sure, the AA blast means that you can't soul him and heal your teammates, but I think the lane factor it's a much bigger reason to pick the hero. Then you have
Okay.
this Wraith King plus Undying. The lane is very powerful. I don't think, even though the Klings can dodge the stun from Wraith King, but if you put an Undying there, I think Klings cannot lane there. The lane is so difficult.
Yeah, Klings has some abysmal starting HP. One or two decay, he's sitting at 300 or something.
The other options available.
Invictus
What,
Gaming.
Trian.
Turn Templar
Okay,
Assassin.
Templar Assassin here.
Is this? Does this mean that the Wraith King could be a support? Oh,
We haven't seen the support Wraith King do well yet, so we'll see. I mean, so far
so
it could
why,
be.
why they picked here so quickly? I think they want to hide the
10
last hero,
seconds
but they have to
remaining.
pick next anyway.
Maybe
This-
they
this
think
is
it'll
rather
get banned out.
seconds
This is rather
remaining.
strange. Yeah, they think it will get banned out.
Yeah.
Not sure though. I'm not very sure.
How does TA work against Strafe? You can't just dodge everything.
Yeah,
right?
you can dodge the right clicks.
The Strafe seems pretty good. Not gonna lie, and they're picking.
They don't
into
have these spell heroes unless they
Yeah.
get a Helm of Dawn and they get a creep.
Nullifier.
Yeah, good luck farming that. in the
I mean,
early-
TA Nullifier is
common. Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's common.
like
So
25 minutes. I think sometimes you can rush it. Dagger, that's for BKB, then you get a Nullifier. That would,
yeah,
that
that's generally the earliest you could get it.
I don't know, what's Fnatic trying to do? I don't really like Wraith King support, so I'm still leaning that Wraith King is being played by Uni. And they're gonna just pick a DJ hero last, or DJ could play the Wyvern. And they picked Undying for Pi. But I feel like they're just gonna like do some Wind Runner, just stick to that. But IG is probably thinking about that and deciding whether they want to ban that. Is that really a problem? Because the Klings can still dodge the Shackle.
Sure. I mean, Klings can, but the rest of your team,
Fanatics
they
turn
ban out
to
Treant.
ban.
Okay.
Similar to the
So
to
they
Undying, the lane bully, you know.
They expect the Wraith King to be a position for Wraith King.
No, they banned Trian. It means the Wraith King is off lane. They're thinking.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. They're expecting the Winter Wyvern to be a position for, and Pi to be playing.
That would be possible too.
Yeah, because Pi always plays a tree for Fnatic.
10 seconds
And Trian
remaining.
could be very annoying for Klings. The armor, the root, you limit a lot of
5
his
seconds
damage.
remaining. Fanatics
Okay,
turn
Huskar
to
banned
pick.
out.
It seems like that's the case every time a team picks Templar Assassin. I think almost every time.
Yeah. They just banned out the Huskar. You know, Huskar used to be this hero that you like, oh, we have to win by 25 minutes. But obviously, we've seen from many teams, even Fnatic themselves today, they were okay to take Huskar into a game that went longer and later. They eventually lost that game, but
10 seconds remaining.
wasn't really because of Huskar's fault.
That game
5
was
seconds
actually the Huskar's fault. because
Well,
the
Huskar dove into the fountain. Huskar would have won the game if Huskar just hit the racks, but he dove into the fountain. So to me, it wasn't Hero's fault, but more of the team's
okay, the player's
decision
fault.
to dive into the
Yeah.
fountain.
Invictus
Fine.
Gaming's turn to
Earth Spirit. All right, so you were saying that you don't think this hero is quite good now, right?
Yep. Because he's not that great. He's okay in the laning phase, but not that great. He's more like a roamer. But right now we've seen a lot more of this like Kanka, Earthshaker, Earth Spirit coming back.
So why do you think it's picked here, apart from DJ being good on this hero? Because he's also good on, like,
obviously
Windrunner.
they think Earth Spirit is okay,
Yeah.
which is true in two dual lanes, like
5
2-1-2
seconds
lanes.
remaining.
And he does provide them with that a lot of like AOE damage, the silence. The AOE is great against Dark Widow because you need something that can stop him from just like Shadow Realm TP out. Silence is great against the Klings, and because the stun is AOE, so you can't really dodge that. Bloodseeker, very interesting. I'm not sure how this matchup goes. Bloodseeker against TA. I think after the nerf, TA should be okay in the early games. You don't get so much damage from your passive anymore.
Do you think it's going to be a true 1v1? Maybe DJ is going to show up with the Earth Spirit?
I think DJ wants to just secure Universe,
Okay.
his lane first, then decide what he wants to do. Or it could be Earth Spirit with Necro. I think it could be an Earth
Yeah, I
Spirit.
think Pylai Dai might be helping.
Yeah,
out with
Pylai
the first.
could be with the Wraith King. I think that's better. It sounds
Yeah.
better. You want like melee range. You don't want like. I mean, you get the point.
Yeah.
So Osprey and Necro and Winter Wyvern with the Wraith King. So the laning feels more balanced and better partners for Fnatic side. Whereas for IG here, they should be doing Tiny with... I think they can't really swap things out. I don't think they will do Tiny with AA. It should be Tiny with Dark Willow and AA with Clinkz bottom lane. The laning is pretty standard. That's what they're going to do. I'm just interested to see how this mid matchup goes, the TA against Bloodseeker. Because I feel even with a lot of like maybe harass damage done early, I still feel TA in the first few levels, TA should still be okay against the Bloodseeker. Maybe even out CS the Bloodseeker. And you even talk about the potential roam from the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Which could easily kill Bloodseeker when he's on Blood Rage, trying to last hit.
And generally, Bloodseeker drops pretty low for the first level or so. Trying to get that last hit and stuff like that. Oh, we'll see.
What?
Teams are running into the lanes.
They'll never find your grave.
And it does seem like we're going to see Paladise Winter Wyvern helping out the Wraith King up top. With DJ doing something that...
actually just going to do a straight up tri-lane?
No, I think they're going to do the thing that you're suggesting where they send the third
runes.
hero.
Yeah, they secure the runes first.
Yeah.
But generally, they do that. Some teams do that with the mid laner, so the other support could still help try to get the third rune at bottom with the carry. But I think right now they just feel like it's important for them to get a good block in middle. The TA wants to block because TA is like a very lane intensive hero. You don't want to lose the lane, so you want to block the creeps.
Yeah.
So you want to send the other support to secure the other. As long as you secure 2 runes, you're happy. You don't want to be too greedy here. I think that's the plan here for Fnatic. And IG is also trying to hide the fact that they swapped their lanes.
Well, because of this ward, they've at least seen Dark Willow.
Are they actually expecting
I saw that ending from
them to come aggro lane, or they just don't want the tiny? Like I mentioned, you don't want the tiny to go to the Necros lane. You want the tiny against the Wraith King. Maybe that could be the case. I'm not sure. But somehow they are actually doing this aggro lane with the Clinkz. Maybe they're just expecting the the aggro tri lane from Fnatic.
Oh, they definitely see the tiny now. In fact, they're gonna run right into him. Interesting.
I don't think he cares so much. I feel this TV is a bit premature though.
Okay.
Or maybe they just want to lane the AA here.
Yeah, so nobody has actually left the top lane yet, just for Fnatic. I mean, I don't think Envy could do well in a 1v2 situation bottom, so. Are they gonna try off?
I think if they can destroy the top lane a lot, this is okay.
But can they? Like, Arctic burns down for 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would prefer to have Splinter Blast if I'm playing a lane at level 1 instead of Arctic Burn. But it seems like they're gonna try to go for a kill here. They're waiting for the cooldown. Maybe if the kill doesn't succeed, then they'll just TP one of the supports.
They're gonna try one more time. Probably on AA, right?
Yeah, then after that happens, I think Earth Spirit should be the one to TP back to bot lane.
Earth Spirit walks into camp, blocks a spawn, and then he's...
Oh yeah, good play.
Yeah.
This is very, very important. This small little detail here in the lane changes a lot of how the lane would be played out if the Dire side actually gets that pull in the early stages to deny some creeps. Earth Spirit here rolling onto aggressive from the Clinkz, trying to do some damage, but he's going to take a lot of damage in return. Shadow Ram here by Boboka.
Yeah.
Going to get a lot of chip damage down onto DJ, but he does have a Salve, so he's willing to take some damage so that MB can get last hits. And MB does have that Ghost Shot at level 2, so he's okay in this lane. He's able to play much more aggressive and have that, get out of jail card.
Envy has actually denied 2 range creeps as well.
Oh, so that is huge.
Yeah, that's why they're still a level 1. All right, a range creep deny answering right back. Back in the mid lane though, XSS slightly ahead in terms of the experience.
And DJ is going to get the pull off and bottom lane, and look at what Paladise is doing, body blocking the pull camp. So I think right now, I feel like Fnatic is doing a better job at securing their side lanes. They're getting their own pull and they're blocking the enemy pull.
Yeah.
These are all the small details you have to pay a lot of attention to if you want to understand the small mechanics on how to win the lane. And they get a roll onto Boboka here, forcing out the Bramble defensively.
Yeah. Boboka is spending a lot of his mana just on that one play. But.
And that's as expected. I think TA is winning the first few waves in terms of CS. He's getting a lot more denies and last hits.
And to me, the biggest shocker is that Tiny's struggling up top, 2 CS, despite having tree grab, and Universe doing quite alright here. Leading, in fact.
Yeah, because he was really scared in the first minute when they had 3 heroes at top.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I'm not
Envy
sure. Maybe he missed creeps as well.
trading a lot of CS here. And now we're going to have a roll in. Boboka Shadow Realm is available. Bramble Maze is not. Nice 2-man stun here. Envy coming in and will get rooted. Won't get a kill or anything, but good amount of harass.
Yep, Fnatic is doing a much better job here in the laning phase so far. So they're looking good. In 3 minutes, Ghost Shroud being popped, gets a regen, stick, and the death piles. And just trading much better compared to the IG duo of Boboka and Aggressive.
Top lane, SRF. Gonna get forced back once again here. Very low health. Regen-wise, only a pull tango. He needs to start buying salves. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane though, XSS, because of all the trading on the side lanes, getting quite a bit of MS as well as damage.
He's still losing though, the CS.
Yeah.
Despite getting all the buffs from his team.
He's catching up a little bit here. Yeah, a couple of nice CS.
But either way, the side lanes are going well for Fnatic. Tiny, like you mentioned, not getting too much out of the top lane. Wraith King has 17 and last hits and 9
denies. I don't know how he's getting all these denies, especially against Tree Grab.
It's mostly, I think, attributed to the support. A doesn't do much in the lane, but Y1 does a lot with the spam from the Splinter Blast. And he gets the Arcane Rune. But this is dangerous for XSS. He might just go down here.
Yeah, Splinter Blast, Arctic Burn.
The Side Blades.
Side Blades, he's going to just run in for the hit. And Paladai grabs the first blood. Nicely done.
Good move here by Paladai. He secures the top lane and he moves and gets a big kill on the mid lane. That is well done here by Paladai on the Wyvern.
As a frequent viewer of Fnatic games, whenever they're getting first blood and they're getting ahead, it makes me uncomfortable.
Please.
Just putting the facts out there.
You don't like Fnatic when they have a good start.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And Aggressive on the Cling so far, still doing fairly well in terms of CS. 20 CS to 12 denies against Envy's 13 to 5. So the side lanes one apiece.
I think they're about to get all 4 runes as well for Fnatic.
Oh, DJ, he's going to go back to take the rune. Oh, he's going to get both here. And Paladai is going to get both on top.
Oh, wait. Just need to juke around, okay. And DJ should be fine. I say that though.
Even if he dies, it's fine.
They still see
him. He has
him.
no TP, he's dead.
Yeah,
and
he's
that's
dead.
Bloodseeker Vision on him.
Roll away.
Spend all his gold first.
Okay, spin on the go.
You kind of did want to die.
No experience.
I think maybe he could rotate the top now to maybe set up a kill and break the tower. It's a siege creep wave. He should. Oh, he's going back to bottom. Top lane on the. They're still pressuring top. They killed the Tiny.
And the zombies.
The skeletons.
The skeletons. The stun's gonna come through. The zombie army goes, and he's gonna go for the last hit. Looks like Paladai will be getting it. Tower aggro onto Paladai. He salves, and now jukes to the right. SRF. Avalanche will hit. Toss is available. Toss into the tower. Nicely done. Paladai now will take tower aggro, and will go down. All right,
Good play.
Yeah, good catch up here.
But still, this Wraith King is just super fun here. On the top lane, Tiny, like you mentioned, didn't really get too much out of the laning phase, and Q has decided to abandon him. Tries to move towards the mid lane, because TA is level 6. You need to place sentries in the lane to deal with those traps.
And guess what? Paladai is here to drop sentry of his own. They will deward immediately.
Does he still have a sentry? A still has 1 sentry. This is the thing with the hero, yeah. Even though he's picked to counter the Necro and the Wyvern, but because the laning phase is so weak, it feels like...
It feels like he's not strong enough to...
He's not doing much, you know, in the early game.
Yeah, he's not strong enough to win a lane, but he's also... defensively, A's got nothing, right? So if you're in a losing lane, you don't really help to win it. XSS eats a trap on the mid lane, a lot of right clicks, half HP. Looks like Abed went for a Sideblaze spill on the last. Not get it.
And Envy is still getting, like, compare Envy and the Tiny. Envy is getting a lot more from the hard lane. Sure. He's on the safe lane, but it's the harder lane. Now, this pulls that DJ has been doing has been helping Envy a lot, getting extra any last hits wherever he can. And this Bloodseeker is just still in struggle city against his TA.
Not exactly sure how a Bloodseeker could recover. I guess through kills.
Kills?
Yeah.
He needs
He
to
has
make
he has a teleport scroll, and we
he
might
needs to
see a
make
fight.
right rotations to help the lanes. Get a
Yep.
few key kills. Very King has ultimate. Not sure if he wants to go there.
By playing very aggressively, Zombie being summoned, and here comes that Bloodseeker TP. Can they get SRF though? SRF running away the zombies running him down, and he will go down to the last
Look
zombie.
at the damage!
Yeah, dude, the zombies are.
He
no
didn't.
joke.
I don't think he expected to die there. He tried to just kill the creeps. Oh dear.
I mean, Tiny has very low armor, so
Zero armor.
yeah. So Bloodseeker made that TP and didn't get the kill.
They still lost the Tiny.
Yeah.
Good pressure here by Fnatic. And in the meantime, they're still like farming the lanes and a bat pushed out the lane, moved to clear his ancient stacks. They're still overall getting a lot more done on the map. This is getting worrisome for IG here. They have to find a way to get kills on this Bloodseeker. Or
Also,
or the other thing they could do is like wait for the Klings to rotate. He is more than ready to rotate with once he finishes his trades.
Yeah. Well, he has to go now. Whenever he wants to buy.
Okay.
All right, that was
Not a solo kill, but
2 kills in a row here.
but a gank.
Rupture forced to be used defensively.
Yep. The Klings is saving a lot of skill points though, because he knows if he wants to move, he's going to use one of his skill points on Skeleton Walk. He's put an extra point to the arrow. Before this, he has only 2 points in the arrow. Pretty good stuff here. I think it's a right move to save 1 point, because if the game is bad as a Klings and you have to move, you want to have a point in your Skeleton Walk.
Right. A lot of chip damage here being done by Fnatic onto the mid tower. Envy dropping quite low. Has a
Veil.
yeah.
No boots veil.
I mean, don't need the boots if you're just standing in the lane, right? It looks like they might think about setting up a kill. Veil, Splinter Blast.
Runes, 10 minutes.
Okay, Envy.
That is more important than the kill to me.
That's true. Veil. Ooh, it looked like he wanted to scythe, but I'm not too sure.
They might. I think they could have gotten the kill if he actually
Veil,
the
Veil,
beef-
Scythe, and
the
Splinter Blast. Yeah.
They have enough damage.
Mysteries renew me.
Universe, by the way, lead farmer in the whole game.
It's always a good sign.
Yeah.
I think when Fnatic has farm on Universe, the games are usually very straightforward.
Yeah.
Easy.
Nice long stun coming in. The zombies doing some nice bit of harass, but they won't chase for that.
They're just like pressuring all the lanes. You see how they're set up. They have 2 heroes top. All the time they have a ward and aggressive ward to scout out whether there's a lot more heroes rotating in, whether the Bloodseeker is coming in. There's a lot of pressure being put onto the IG side of the map, which allows Envy to, to farm very safely. He's going back to base, get mana. And yeah, this here is just like farming the lane, farming the ancients, farming the lane, farming the ancients.
Yeah, and Universe now comes mid to help out. Oh, okay,
Trying to combo.
combo Terrorize. Terrorize is going to be there pushing him away, but level 1 Rupture not that strong. He's about half HP. Here, wow, what a nice 2-man stun here coming out from DJ. They will not lose a TA. In fact, both supports going down on the side. What a Winter's Curse, setting up yet another kill. Chris Brown, though, oh no, DJ walks right into his team. Triple stun, but now Universe blinking in, looking for the stun, allowing his zombies to right-click. He's actually caught out in a very awkward spot. He will have Reincarnation available. Really don't want to use it here, though. He will have to use it. His team? Wait, no? Oh, he blinks away. All right.
Manages to get his blink in the nick of time, but that was Universe showing up with Blink in his first engage. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I always feel when I look at Fnatic play, I feel the games that they win mostly is when Universe is really farm. Like, he does a lot with his farm.
Honestly, that wasn't so bad for IG. They lost both their supports, but they got a Reincarnation kill on Universe, and they kept the tier 1 tower alive.
True, not all is lost.
Yeah.
Level 1 Reincarnation is a very, very long cooldown.
Under attack.
But in hindsight, they saved a bet. He got ruptured, he
Sure.
got Dark Below altered. He was in a very precarious position, but they were able to save him. Even though they didn't get the tower, but I think the main thing is still they were able to save. Tia was like a very big kill there if IG was able to get it.
Bobuka dropping some very deep wards.
They actually have I think, a much better vision. The Fnatic vision is not as good as the IG vision at the moment.
Where are the TA traps at? Seems like
It's mostly in the middle lane because he hasn't left the lane. Like TA, you don't really rotate that much. You just want to farm. Your lane, you go Ancients, you go jungle, power farm, and then you move to Roshan. After you secure Roshan, then you start moving around the map. That's mostly how you play TA.
Moving around, aggressive, running around the mid lane here, scouting people out. 2-4-2 is his build. Looking really to backstab, but all they will find is Pylai Die. They see the courier flying by. Maybe they can snipe that one. Aggressive, moving forward, looking for that long attack range. Not going to find it.
Yeah, really,
Fnatic knows.
They're
like
trying so desperately to, because they know the Klings is not on the map. Klings is a hero where it's either you're jungling or you're trying to gank. It's very rare that you're pushing out lanes alone at this stage of the game because they have to create space for the Tiny. Tiny had a very bad start. He needs some time to recover. Not some time, but a lot of time to recover. Same as the Bird Seeker. Klings has to bear the burden of creating space for his team.
Tiny farming right on top of a ward.
Wraith King still 1 minute off his reincarnation cooldown, but Fnatic smoke up. They are trying to place aggressive vision onto the enemy territory. 2 wards being placed down in enemy jungle. With the skeletons, they should be able to get the tower. Envy has also made the rotation here.
And this is the really nice thing about Wraith King, right? He could walk around gank, but also he could just push. Really reminds me of Prophet, except
he has a stun.
He has a stun, and he has 2 lives. So part of the reason why he is such a common pick these days.
Oh, IG decides to fight. They're going to smoke in. They don't have a blink on Tiny. They have to rely on this Dark Wheel to land his spells, and especially
they have Ice Blast.
Rupture into Terrorize.
Yeah. Oh, Envy in a lot of trouble. Terrorize is going to be there as well. They use the Rupture. Ice Blast not going to hit as a result, but Envy should be going down. DJ running away. Nice block here by Boboka. Easy peasy 2 kills for IG.
Yep. Fake security. A lot of vision there. They see no one. Well, okay, I think I can farm this wave. So I'm just going to be able to get at least 1 bounty rune here. So at the end of the day, they got 2 big kills. Okay, maybe 1 big kill. Earth Spirit is still like not that big of a deal. But they're going to lose out on 3 runes.
And the nice thing about the setup that we just witnessed from IG is that the cooldown is very low. So
they can still do it again.
Yeah, they can keep doing that stuff.
So IG claims back some of the vision here in their area. Very important to secure back their jungle, your own jungle when you're losing. And for Fnatic right now, they...
Oh, Boboka.
For Fnatic, I'm looking more at their... Oh wait, never mind. Boboka should be dead.
No TP. Oh, he has a TP, but looks like he's not going to use it.
Oh,
drops a ward before he dies.
That's actually a really, really good ward.
Yeah.
I have to comment IG, despite being under so much pressure from laning phase, they have been using all this vision to, get whatever they can. Controlling the map.
Ice Blast, flying bottom. I mean, Highlight Eye fairly tanky already. Gonna be fine. Back in the mid lane here, traps being dropped here. Blinking in is Universe. No zombie being summoned just yet, and the stun is gonna be there. Looks like AA will go down, but simultaneously though, they traded the Templar Assassin for that kill. Not worth here for Fnatic.
He went in a little bit too early. He had to wait for Universe. I think they're doing the right thing. At this point, you want to play around the TA traps set up in the middle lane. They're very, very strong with so much damage in between them. If you can win a fight there, Roshan is easily yours. TA has is halfway to his Desolator. But still, they have to respect the combo from the IG side. The Dark Willow ultimate with the Rupture and the Ice Blast. If anyone get caught in that, they're just pretty much dead unless you're Wraith King with ultimate.
And they're not going to use it against Wraith King with ultimate. So.
Yeah, Necro and TA will be their prime targets for that.
So Envy going for a very similar build that we've seen him go earlier today, which is the Veil into Yule Scepter. Looks like he has skipped the hood this game, which I think that's fair. Not that much magic damage.
Still, Tiny and Dark Widow, there's a lot of magic damage.
And the AA. So, I mean, honestly, I think maybe he's going to go back for the hood, go back for the pipe. But how do you feel about Yule Scepter?
Yule is great against the Dark Widow.
Yep.
You can dodge some of the, if you get Rupture, you can dodge the Blood Rite. That's pretty useful too. I mean,
the Terrorize has a very pronounced animation that you could dodge as well.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely useful. The Yule definitely has its merits. for surviving in a team fight. Because even if he has the hood, if you think about it, if he gets caught in the stun and everything, I think he still dies. So he has to avoid getting caught in the combo. Like use is gonna help him survive that if he can dodge. If he can time it right. So right now, XXS joining his team for a smoke. He almost has his BKB though. But Tiny just got his dagger, so...
I think the fact that he hasn't spent his 3k gold, maybe he's thinking about different item.
I think he
No,
wants to get BKB this game.
Okay, so no Radiance or
He
anything.
can't afford to go for the Radiance because they're not in a good position. They're not in control of the game.
Okay. Maybe if they could get like a couple kills here,
Middle tower is under attack.
then he might reconsider. They are searching around here. Maybe drop a couple of D wards by Bubba.
Oh, they have a ward there, so Fnatic know what's going on here. They have set up some pretty good vision right now. 2 in the enemy jungle, 1 around the river. So they know the smoke is coming. They saw the rune being picked up. They are very, very safe right now. Just like Envy immediately when he saw the rune being picked up, so he goes top, shoves out the lane. He knows he's safe at top. And they have a ward on top of the shrine. So if anyone TPs to the shrine and gang him, he's gonna know.
Q scouting out the Roshan pit with the Ice Blast. Doesn't see anybody doing it. And SRF has a Blink Dagger.
Oh, bot lane. Universe blinks in, gets a stun. Great kill onto Q.
And DJ has been hiding in that spot for like a minute
Oh,
plus.
they even used the Magnetize for that. They're very worried about backup, so they just want to kill him ASAP and get out.
This game has been relatively slow paced, so I feel like using these cooldowns doesn't seem like the
because of
biggest deal.
the team fight, you know, like the team fight from IG is still formidable. With the AA, the Dark Willow, they have a lot of damage despite being like, what, 7-8k behind? Because generally when you're playing Necro and like Wyvern, you have all this save, but when you're up against these kind of heroes, you become more cautious of pushing out the lanes, and because you can still die no matter how far ahead you are.
Speaking of dying, or not dying, is Universe going for Aghanim Scepter, which is going to be a more annoying factor. I mean, not exactly a counter to like things like AA, but
I mean, it was a counter to Necro for ulti.
yeah, that's a straight up counter. That was actually sick.
And another smoke from IG. They completed the BKB on XSS. They have the tiny blink, so looking for a play here. As long as Fnatic has not gotten their BKBs on TA, they still IG has a really good shot of winning all these fights with their magic damage, despite being like what, 9k that was down here.
Yeah, unfortunately they won't find anybody though. So
and the traps using really well to push out the lanes. Like Fnatic are very good at doing all this like lane shove out thing, and DJ capping the bot lane, just shoving the lane out.
Universe coming in doesn't have the skeletons, but looks like he doesn't need it.
Yep, easy pickings on Q.
It looks like the lines are being drawn that they want to push mid. But it seems like IG still wants to fight. They have that combination where they could just auto-kill one hero. Rupture, Terrorize. Rupture, Pylai die, toss back. Oh, that is a dead hero.
That hurts.
All right. By the way, I want to point out that SRF has a 4-staff and it's Soul Ring queued up. Not exactly a common Tiny item. This reminds me of the days where you play Tiny as like a... just like a spell killer,
I would
right?
say the Pinoy kind of Tiny builds. Blink, 4-star use.
Yeah. Sexy Bamboo is really the last pro player I've seen do a lot of that.
But you see like the weakness of like the overall lineup, because RIG they have this amazing team fight, but they don't have enough wave clear, so they're getting abused right now by the Necro pushing out the lanes, the Wyvern, Brave King, TA, all those heroes push out lanes really quickly. And because they don't have like a Radiance on Bloodseeker, and Tiny didn't get a good game, so those heroes aren't able to push out the lanes, and Fnatic understands that they are abusing that fact. So IG has to find a way to stop that from happening. They need to like maybe place lane wards and try to, you know, get kills with the Klings, with the Ice Blast combination.
This Klings has unfortunately been very silent for IG.
Yeah,
Walked around
very
a lot.
difficult for him to get kills.
Really difficult to play Klings when you're behind as a team, right? Same with AA, I want to say. Like, you just don't have enough damage, you don't have enough items.
Yep, and enemies out, just like that. There's a blink on top of things. Look at them, they're forcing rotations bot, and in the meantime, DJ TP top to try and set up a fight.
Universe might be in a lot of trouble
Yeah,
here.
but
Pops
they're gonna get aggressive.
Okay, fighting. Winter's Curse is going to find two. There's two simultaneous fight. Looks like Reincarnation has trigger. Can he blink away? Yes, he can. Meanwhile, though,
well
Fnatic.
done. Oh my god, that was so good by Fnatic. They went in with bottom lane. Universe pressure the tower. He knows he has this ultimate, so he can always blink out after that.
And by him being there, he forces like 2-3 people.
Because there's a ward on the shrine on top of things, so
and
they
then
see
they just
them.
curse. Yeah, it just.
That's just a very good example of how to move, outmaneuver your opponents and react accordingly to what they're doing. And they go out bottom.
When Fnatic looks good, they look really good. Like this is,
even if Universe dies there, I think it's
still worth it. Yeah, it's still worth it.
They get so much out of the map. And right now, Roshan is open. They should be able to secure this with the King's being there for now 10 seconds.
They got the TA with the Desolator. This should be a very easy Roshan. Ice Blast, though, will come in. We'll hit onto two heroes. Looks like they will disengage for now.
I think they should just wait and chill for Universe to his ultimate backup. By the way, he didn't go for the Aghanim. He's going for the Halberd, which is great against the Clinks.
Yeah.
A much better option here.
I think the Ags getting it now may be too early as well. It's still good to get it later on.
They go for a smoke. They don't really have Magnetize yet. It's 25 seconds cooldown.
And also they don't have the Universe Reincarnation, so I feel like this smoke might be
not so sure about this smoke.
a bit early, but
they feel they're stronger. I think that's the main issue.
Yeah. By the way, have we seen a Scythe yet? I feel like Envy's just been hitting creeps so okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Maybe he Scythed in that previous engagement? I don't think so. He still has it up. Back in the mid lane though. XXS is going to get initiated on, and there's going to be a full blink. Oh, unfortunately, tiny blink right into a stun. And
it's a Scythe.
Yeah. Scythe kill, 74 seconds.
That's Roshan.
That is Roshan. What do you call it? Facebook time?
Yep, Facebook time.
We're not necessarily a Facebook time territory yet.
Twitter time, Facebook time, Instagram time, whatever you call it.
Are you a fan of a Zanga? Zanga time?
No.
Do you even know what Zanga is?
No.
No? Alright, we're gonna watch that fight one more time. Tiny blinks in, trying to break the fight up, but unfortunately blink right into DJ's kick. So a clean 2-kill, Roshan now happening.
I mean, for those who didn't understand that, it's mostly because when Necro kills you, you have an extended death timer. That's why
a very long extended death
a very long extended death timer. But wait a minute.
Okay, the fear is gonna be there. Great pickoffs. I gotta say, this is the only bright spot for IG is the Willow. Like, really setting up a majority of these kills.
But they still have the issue, like, they can't really, like, push out waves. They can't really farm as efficiently as Fnatic.
Right.
They have map control. They're trying to take the team fights, but Fnatic are always choosing and picking only smart fights. They have the vision, they have the traps everywhere, creep wave clear.
Wait, did Aggressive not see the range creep hitting him? Like, he was clearly in vision, or it was a bait?
It was not
It was a bait.
It was a bait, okay.
I don't know. Okay, now, nice combination here by Pylai Dai. Barely surviving is DJ. Rupture coming out here. They are still going to win this fight, or at least get an even trade, one
good
for
trade,
one.
though.
Yeah, good trade.
Support for Kings. And
okay, here comes Universe, and as well as the Templar Assassin. BKB activated. I believe that is the 10-second BKB. Universe moving forward, has a stun in a couple seconds, has it available already. Goes right onto Q. The one zombie coming in for him. Oh, it looks like the Hellfire Blast burned.
Oh, he actually went for the... That's why it was so painful. He went for the Hellfire.
Slow duration.
Yeah, the slow duration penalty. It means 100 extra damage, if I get that correct. Yeah, about 100 extra damage.
Yeah. Hurts for a support, dude.
A support with... Look at his items, dude. Brown boots. And he's queuing up a Midas.
He's got it soon. Not bad. I think if he spent gold before dying. Not sure. Tier 2 tower gonna get taken down as well. Fnatic is just seizing map control everywhere they go. Don't think they're strong enough for high ground yet, but this gold graph has been steadily climbing for Fnatic. So, what can IG do? Like, are they waiting for items? Are they waiting for mistakes?
Waiting for mistakes. Sure. Item-wise,
This Midas from AA kicking in.
now the BKB, I think BKB on the Clings.
Okay.
But at the same time, if he has BKB, he's gonna get controlled by the Wyvern still.
Dual Scepter.
Oh, okay, maybe no BK.
Okay, there's a Dust available. There's a Scythe. They won't get the Scythe kill, but
Doesn't matter.
yeah, kill nonetheless.
Still dies. Heavy blow there for IG, like losing their main damage here right now. Like Tiny is not doing anything at all in this game.
Okay, nice stun dodge.
His early game just like affected his overall play so much though. Like this is a hero that you don't want to have a bad start with.
And it looks like they're gonna try to set up another kill here. Everywhere they go. Without Scythe, I don't know if they're gonna get the kill. They will have the Magnetize plus a Veil, but here comes XSS. All right, DJ is gonna be left for dead. No man gets left behind as Envy moving forward. DJ will still die on the backline though. Universe shows up. They will get the one kill.
And
Bloodseeker ports
BKB
out.
charged down for the Bloodseeker.
Universe is on.
Envy was bottom and Envy is top.
Yeah.
Like, he is everywhere.
He is everywhere.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's great play by Fnatic overall. Using all this vision, look at the map, man. Oh my god, everything is green.
Dire's bottom tower.
The traps, the sentries, there's three traps mid, 2 traps top. There's 1 trap bottom. Like there's traps in all 3 lanes, so the creeps are never going to pass this line. And this Tiny has to somewhat. He has to go out and farm though. I feel like he has to get items.
Looks like he's forgone the 4-staff build, going back for an Echo Saber. I just don't know where he could go out and farm. Like it's like
He
you
has to
said,
take a chance, just try, just go out.
it's okay to die.
It's fine.
Okay.
As long as he spends his gold, you know, before he dies. Like if you're waiting in the base, you're just losing out on so much. Like you're in this kind of situation where if you don't do anything, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Envy is actually confidently stacking the enemy Ancients, so his TA could farm it later.
I mean, I have this like thinking where if you're down, it's okay to take risks. Like risks like this, like go out without vision and try and farm. But when you're ahead, you shouldn't do risks like this.
Sure.
Because when you're losing, you have to do something to change the direction of the game.
Tower is under attack.
Item progression-wise, a BKB being attempted by Dark Willow. Okay.
How much does that change though? I don't think it changes that much. He still dies to right click. Like, what is he gonna do with the TA and the Wraith King? Like one stun from Wraith King, he dies. Or the Earth Spirit.
All right, IG is going to try to move out, gain a little bit of territory back. Aegis gets reclaimed, so very good timing for them to take the fight. Abed
Dire's bottom tower.
will blink away. They run into Universe, of all people. Nice Winter's Curse. Will break everything up. Universe is running right into them. Playmail, though, aggressive, needs to stop attacking. Winter's Curse are stunning up on Universe, but he just doesn't care. He blinks away from the whole team. He's got high ground now runs back to rejoin Team Q. Dies in 2-shot. Universe still moving forward. Still looking pretty good. Scythe slowing down XSS. There's a buyback coming out of the shrine. Toss away, and my god, Abed takes a lot of rupture damage. Ice Blast coming in as well. Abed should get brought down here by the combinations of spells of IG. Abed pops a BKB though. He's fighting, he's living, he's fine for now. Abed ruptures down the buyback and dieback of Q. And the rest of the team is running away. Wait, the traps are there. Bubbleca does have Curse Crown and Shadow Realm available. Envy's on the chase. Oh. Shadow Realm and Teleport. He's good.
But his team is not good.
At least they kill Universe once, I guess.
I think this should be one lane of Rex.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
That's way too far behind. It's very difficult for them to recover from the early game. And Fnatic doing such a good job here, controlling the map. It's like a very good example of how to utilize the advantage that you have and extend it and choke out the
Dire's
opponents.
middle tower has
Yeah, it's not just about keeping the waves pushed, but I really like the 2 times where Envy was, like you said, he was bottom and then he was top and just getting kills everywhere.
Yep, going
makes
to the right places and using the vision very well to understand which area they could play and which area they should be going to.
And from the perspective of IG, if every time you go out like that, you just get killed. I don't blame them for not trying to go out. You're just scared. The map's dark. You don't know where it's safe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Are they gonna try to kill Universe now that he doesn't have reincarnation? But again, Vision sees XSS coming and Universe backs
just look
up.
at all these wards, man. Wards, the traps. There are 2 wards in both the lane, middle lane and bottom lane. I mean, you don't see anyone bot. You don't see anyone mid. Where are they? They're top. They are pinging out.
The hidden ones.
They're running away from top. The Universe has a reincarnation out. It's going for a Radiance.
Yeah.
Why not?
I like the Radiance instead of Axe. They are so far ahead that The axe won't even trigger that many times. Might as well get more damage.
Okay, this could be the last fight of the game. Fnatic smoked up.
They're walking up a hill though, without Universe as well. So
His traps are just like, he's one of the players that uses his traps really well. Oh, the creeps are all gone. Like, bot and mid is pushing him just like that.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
aggressive, running down the hill. They will smoke up as well. Positional advantage though. It's,
High ground. Who has the high ground?
I mean, Fnatic has a high ground, but they also know it's courier flying by. Nobody is gonna snipe the courier. They ping out Envy.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
They have to kill Paladai first, I think.
Oh, but they're gonna run right into Universe again. Universe just goes straight into the Clinks. He doesn't care. He says, or rather on the Bloodseeker, excuse me. Kills the ward. The Rupture is gonna come out, and of course it's gonna be tossed and terrorized. He's getting ferried away. BKB is. Abed's gonna be dead, I think. Yeah, he's definitely dead to the terrorize as
No
well as
buyback.
Bedlam. Magnetize on the back line though, doing quite a bit of work here. Rest of IG is pretty low. I heard a Scythe, and that's gonna be a Scythe kill. Finally, it looks like Universe should go down. He has Reincarnation available. This arm is keeping him alive for now. Tiny being surrounded by the two supports of Fnatic, and looks like he's going to get brought down by Eternal Vending. Very chaotic fight, but the mobility of Fnatic will be able to catch multiple people out. Q is going to port home, and kick. The stun's going to be there. Nice cancel on the TP. And IG is just getting absolutely routed. This should be a second lane of Rax.
And the game.
And the game, yeah.
No buybacks on any of their course.
Radiant's top tower
Just a well-executed game here by Fnatic.
Aggressive, will get disarmed, stun, Dagon coming out. Universe is beyond godlike. And just like you said earlier in the game, when you see Universe having this type of game like this, Fnatic looking really solid.
I would rather the Klings have a bad game though. If I get to choose from the start.
Then the Tiny having a bad game.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like they can't really do too much though, because this is the nature, the weakness of their overall composition. And having this AA as a support, it means your lanes are not stable, and they got to build so hard. I don't feel like they even played that bad. You know, it's more like just the nature of the strategy, nature of the matchups, the lineups. It made it really difficult for them to play. I mean, they had some really good team fights, combinations with Rupture and the Dark Needle Terrorize. But apart from that, I felt like they had a lot of limitations with their lineup. Not enough wave clear because Tiny couldn't push the lanes because he had a bad game. Bloodseeker couldn't really get the Radiance. A and Dark Needle couldn't push out lanes. Fnatic were just abusing all this lane, the lanes being shuffled out easily with the TA traps, Necroforce, Wyvern, Brave King Skeletons. It was just so difficult for them to play.
I think this game really reminded me of a statement that you said earlier in our cast, which was sometimes it doesn't matter if one of their hero counters yours. If you just win the lanes, then it just doesn't matter. Like, for example, AA this game countered on paper
Necro and the
Wyvern, but in fact the AA was a liability, in fact, because he just lost the lane that badly. So
yeah.
Well, that's going to do it here, Fnatic. We'll take the first game of the best of 2 series. We'll take a short break, guys. Game 2 of IG versus Fnatic is coming up next. Ladies and
Turn
gentlemen,
to
welcome back
ban.
to game 2 of IG versus Fnatic. We got Winter next side to me. Let's hop into the draft.
Invictus
It's on the way.
Gaming's turn to ban.
What do you see about the last game? Do you think it was a drafting issue
Yeah,
for
drafting
rushing?
strategy problem.
Okay.
They have to adjust and try to not get into heroes that are too weak in a lane. I mean, I understand the AI was great at countering those heroes, but you got to think about the laning first. If you're paying too much of a price for
10
having the
seconds
hero and
remaining.
resulting in lanes being too weak, they should be careful of making that mistake again.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Try to put more priority on the lane. Pick silencer, pick the stronger laners.
Sure. All right, Weaver and Enchantress being taken out. I'm very curious to see if the Wraith King gets taken out. It's a very strong hero, but last game, I guess, he kind of just had a free lane. That's why he was so
Invictus Gaming.
powerful.
It's more of
Turn
the
to
enemy's
ban.
lane being like,
Yeah.
way too weak. I mean, it's kind of both. The hero is definitely good now, but it doesn't help when you have such a weak lane. I think like overall they should be trying to secure better, like more stable dual lanes, and then try to devise a strategy from there afterwards. Like worry about the lane first. If
10
they can get past the
seconds
lane
remaining.
phase, then yeah, it's a good improvement already over the
Fnatic's
first game.
turn to ban.
All right, a lot of the Fnatic staple heroes being taken out. Speaking of laning heroes, can I ask you about your opinion on Terrorblade? It's a hero that Fnatic picks a lot, but
Weak laner.
yeah, very weak lane. Well, technically he's strong whenever he has his meta form, but
Depends on what support you have in a
Invictus
lane. He
Gaming's
definitely can be a
turn to
strong
pick.
lane if you have a strong support to pair him with.
Fnatic's turn to
TV is still overall considered like a weak laner right now. After they removed the regen, the base regen from him,
yeah.
he gets pushed out of the lane easily now.
I heard that I heard Envy talking about it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna just meta for the first level, and then get wrecked for the next 2 minutes, and then meta again for the next level. That's kind of how he kind of approached the hero,
10 seconds
but
remaining.
not sure how true that is.
I rather have Spectre though.
5 seconds
I feel like
remaining.
Spectre, when you lose the lane, it's easier to still have a better chance of coming back into the game.
Yeah.
Few kills with Horn, but Terrorblade is much harder if you have a bad lane.
The nice thing about Spectre is that it also allows your team to play a certain way. Like, you don't need to take your carry to gank. You could keep farming, show on the map, and then haunt in for a fight.
Yeah. So the Wyvern being first pick here from IG, definitely a very good hero right now in the meta. Multi-role hero for certain teams. So against the Wyvern,
Fnatic's turn to
counters
pick.
they're gonna go. They're going back with the Wraith King.
Invictus Gaming's turn to pick.
Mereska has
Okay.
arrived.
Just solid opening.
Yep.
Good dual lane already. The Wraith King and Dark Willow, and you have some magic damage from not some, but a lot of magic damage from Willow to deal against the Cold Embrace.
Do you think Terrorize is a good enough of a counter initiation against Winter's Curse?
Yeah,
10
why not?
Assuming you're not like
remaining.
trapped in it.
Why not? So it's so big
5
AoE.
seconds
The
remaining.
cast range is also like pretty ridiculous.
So against this two, I'm thinking of PL. PL is great against Wraith King. PL is great against Dark Willow.
Yeah, that I
But-
definitely agree
but
with.
whether they pick him so early, other useful picks are. But this team doesn't really play like the Prophets and anything else. Against Wraith King, when there's no Weaver, I think Weaver is the most annoying lane here for Wraith King because you can't really stun him. Klings is another one.
I mean, the stun will follow, right? Even if you go invis.
Yeah, but you can just run to the stun after you invis. No, you can dodge it.
You could
With
dodge
Sugar-
it
Sugar
straight
Shoot.
up? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if you could dodge it with
Invictus
Tsuguchi, then you could dodge it with
Gaming.
Strafe. Same concept there. All right, we're going to see a...
Shaker, decent laner.
Yeah.
He's a much better laner now after all the buffs he's received for the HP regen. And I think the way you play Shaker now is you start with Stout Shoot and you go to the lane and tank damage.
And you're expecting
that.
this to be a core shaker.
No, I mean support. Even if you're a support, you should
Okay.
start with Stout Shoot. Like play him like Undying, the
10
lane bully.
seconds
Just go in,
remaining.
absorb some damage. You're not as strong as Undying the lane, but he can do somewhat
5
decent to allow the
seconds
core to
remaining.
still get farm and XP safely. And you have the fissure to get the range creep.
Sure.
I think that's very, very important. Now, I don't think it's discussed enough that you want heroes that are able to secure the last hits on the range creep. That's very, very important now for the laning phase. That's why Spectre is, even though he's a weak laner, but he can secure the range.
Dagger the range
yeah,
tree.
yeah, he can get the
Okay.
last hit. It makes a whole lot of difference on how the lane goes. Because Terrorblade, what if you don't have meta? How are you going to get the crit? Sometimes even with meta, you can't
Turn
really
to
get the crit
ban.
if the enemy has the potential to kill you.
Sure.
Because Spectre, you can farm from a safe distance. So they take out the TA. Fnatic is one of the better teams using the traps. That I agree. But still, rather strange to ban out TA here in this kind of like, if you talk about the strategy wise of the hero, because TA is very deadly if he's picked
10
like
seconds
usually in the
remaining.
last phase.
Invictus
Yeah, but we've
Gaming
seen
turn
Fnatic
to ban.
not shy to pick him
they're-
towards the second phase. So
The knife pick. Yeah.
yeah,
But there goes the PR. Like I mentioned, PR is really good against the Wraith King and Dark Willow.
there's still the Weaver. Oh no, Weaver already banned out. Never mind.
Gyrocopter is not that good against this too.
Fanatics turn to ban.
Lifesteal is okay against Wraith King and Dark Willow, but he's a hero that's not been picked up a lot because it's so in the meta. Not very good at, not the best dual laner, but I think Lifestealer is great against the Wraith King and the Dark Willow.
Sure.
You want to have a hero that has something that can remove the Curse Crown and all the roots and everything. Apart from Lifestealer, there's Juggernaut.
What about
But I
10
don't like
seconds
Juggernaut against
remaining.
the Wraith King. I prefer Lifestealer against Wraith King. Sorry?
What about
Fanatics
Slark?
Turn to
Too weak of a laner to.
Slark's not that weak of a laner.
Okay. I mean,
the
same
HP
logic,
return.
right? He could get rid of all of these stuns or Curse Crown.
But I think you still get bullied in the laner. Lifestealer is much stronger laner.
Okay.
Invictus Gaming's turn
Oh
terminated.
gosh. Okay, Bloodseeker is definitely going to be one of the heroes that might come out later for Fnatic. When I see CM, I always want to pick Bloodseeker. Because CM means that your side lanes has a lot of spam potential.
And you want your mid lane to get the extra damage.
Yeah, that's the kind of hero, the kind of game Bloodseeker wants to play.
Okay.
10
I don't know.
seconds remaining.
It's like this Earthshaker Wyvern might be again like, I don't know. It's
5
not that
seconds
great.
remaining.
They're not too weak, but they're not great. But now CM and Dark
Fanatics
Willow is
turn
definitely
to
stronger than the Wyvern and the Shaker. So that's a Spectre.
Okay. So it looks like it's going to be a Spectre Wyvern in the safe lane for now. How does that match up against Willow and Wraith King?
It's definitely Willow and Wraith King is stronger, but Spectre and Wyvern, the way you play, I think the way you play is like maybe you probably get the blast, Splinter Blast at level 1,
Uh-huh.
and then
And you
Ten
try to
seconds
spam them out.
spam them out
yeah.
and pull the crit wave. I think that's the way you play it.
5
We'll see if they could out
seconds
spam because Wraith King with the stun, Willow.
It's not exactly out spam. It's more about because you can't fight the lane. You're trying to dodge from lane confrontation by manipulating the creep equilibrium so that you push it out, you pull, so you minimize the lane encounter as much as possible.
I see. Okay. And that comes down to, because Fnatic, what they did a very good job last game was they body blocked the pull camp twice.
They have to make sure that that happens if they're trying to contest the lane. So
Right.
when you have the stronger lane, you do that. It's usually very hard for the Wyvern to stop you from body blocking the camp as a Dark Wheel. That's a good point. So Bloodseeker definitely something to think about. What else?
Invictus Gaming turn
Doom.
Okay, this is I think I presume
That's a Jackie Mao hero, right?
mainly for removing the dispersion.
Okay.
Because you need like someone to do that.
Wait.
Is it going to be Wraith King? I think Jackie Mao's playing Doom. I think Jackie Mao's playing Doom.
Yeah, he, for the longest time ever, has played safe lane Doom. He loves doing that. But
10 seconds.
we'll see if that's going to be the case.
I don't know. Like Doom's not the best laner. Though. Like
5 seconds
doesn't really
remaining.
use the aura that well.
He does have mana issues.
Yeah, but you don't spam so much in the lane
I mean, you find
to
a
abuse the aura.
you find a satyr, and now you have.
Oh, sure, bro.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, look,
I'm not convinced.
you're not convinced. Okay.
I'll see. Just wait.
Actually,
he
can you
does-
spam Inferno Blade quite a bit?
Yeah, I guess you can, but you generally don't even need the CM aura to spam it, because it's cheap. It's a cheap spell. But he definitely has problems if you try to use Devour and
Yeah, and yeah, I think he wants to see him more. I don't know. Bat Rider here, a very good laner. Yeah, this is good.
Good luck
pick.
with that, Doom. That's not a good lane for him. And Wraith King doesn't really want to lane against the Bat Rider too. But I think he can manage though. He just needs to play safe. Use Devour, get a creep.
This is a really good Bat Rider game.
10
Yeah, I
seconds
agree.
remaining.
So this Doom is always like uncertain to me because he's not a good laner.
5
That's
seconds
how he
remaining.
gets abused. I mean, I think the main idea is they want a hero that can deal with the remove the dispersion. Doom with the Aghanim's, you can break it. But that's
I mean, that's
a
the thing, you
long,
could-
a long way down the road.
You could get a Silver Edge with a lot of heroes and break it too. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is rather strange, but it's Jackie Mao, he has a lot of interesting ideas in Dota.
Okay, we always say Jackie Mao, but that team has a lot of Theory Crafter, AUI 2000 also
Okay, sure.
within the same school.
We
But
shouldn't just put the blame on him. It could be
Yeah.
someone else's idea.
you say blame, I say
10
credit. You know,
Okay,
like it's
credit.
two sides of the same coin. You know.
5 seconds remaining.
So for IG, they definitely want another hero that
Invictus
can fight and
Gaming
make space for the
turn to pick.
Spectre.
Okay.
If you can pick a core, is that Tiny available? Tiny is still in the pool,
Okay.
is it?
Tiny is
Fnatic's
available.
turn to pick.
Gonna be Clinks once again. Ooh, we talked about this. You could dispel Strafe with Doom.
And
Right?
can devour the Purge Creep, the Satyr.
Yeah. Hard counter, dude.
Hard counted indeed. So
So if you're looking to lane against Clinks mid, what are your options here?
that's why they banned TA, yeah? I don't know. Brood would have been great,
10
but it's banned.
seconds remaining.
I don't know. I'm not a mid player. I don't
5
really understand
seconds
Kings
remaining.
very well too. Timber, does Timber do really well?
Doesn't seem like you do well. I don't think you want to have a melee, right? You just get fire arrow down for a bit.
I'm not sure what does really well. DK could do okay, I guess. I'm not sure though. This Doom makes it like I don't
This Doom makes it hard. Like you're just tied to Doom in the safe lane. You can't put Doom mid, right? Like
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
way.
It's so annoying. Can they meeple?
Oh, Meeple.
But Alchemist is banned. There's Ursa.
Meeple into Wyvern. That's some
Okay,
questionable
yeah.
stuff.
No, yeah, no meeple against Earthshaker. Whatever. Okay.
What about like Lina?
I don't know. Like Lina's banned.
Okay.
There's no like obvious good pick here for them.
Oh,
It's very
one
difficult to pick.
second.
And they want to use the CM aura.
Storm.
Choose your hero.
I think Storm loses the lane.
Didn't
though.
Storm get? Well, Storm has 6 base armor, right?
Yeah, but
He's-
I think this is not a very favorable matchup.
Okay, no, it's Universe Doom.
Okay. So Doom against Spectre lane.
I mean, Inferno Blade's no joke.
But Doom is, some may say, a joke hero now. It's a weak hero.
Well, we'll see.
The Storm is like, I don't know. The Storm.
This is sorry, I didn't know we were on camera. This is a really weak laning draft for
Yeah,
Fnatic.
the Storm is like he's gonna have a hard time against Klings, but I think the way they're gonna play is like he's just gonna shove the lane and go jungle, like focus on that, try to get levels. From stacking NC and clearing the camps.
10
But from the draft
seconds
alone,
remaining.
I feel like you're favoring IG a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I'm thinking IG because IG has better lane setup here.
Okay. I'm more with you. I feel
Doom-
like this
and
Doom
it's-
is questionable.
Doom, that's what Doom and Dark Widow. What can they actually pressure the spec? This is something that I'm not sure. I think maybe if he gets a good creep, yeah, sure. If he gets a good creep, he pressures any hero, the Satyr.
I think he'll pressure the Spectre just fine. I'm not worried about the Doom Willow lane. I'm worried about
But CM
Rave King versus Bat Rider. I'm worried
CM
about
Rave King.
Storm versus the Clinks. To me,
Yeah.
those are the tough lanes for Fnatic. So.
Yeah, probably gonna have a hard time in the mid and the safe lane. Those are two lanes that are stronger for IG.
Yeah, how do you even like you're a Bat Rider expert, right? You see a Rave King walking up to you in the lane, like don't you just laugh? Isn't that a free lane for you?
Yeah, a melee hero without Rage, without Blade Fury.
Yeah.
Like when you play Bat Rider, the 3 heroes that you don't want to lane against is Juggernaut, Lifestealer, and Reaver. Those are the 3 hardest heroes to lane when you're Bat Rider. And I don't see any of those heroes here.
All right, we're gonna jump into the game here. Both of us favoring IG's draft, but Fnatic did play really well early on. So let's see if they could continue that streak.
They had a very easy game
That's
because of
true.
the lineup.
That's true.
I mean, I'm not taking credit away from them. They did play a very good game. But this time around, IG has a much better lineup, in my opinion. Easier to execute draft. So we'll see how
Prepare for
Fnatic
battle.
responds to that. Because the better team and the strong teams, they can win games even though they have a weaker lineup.
Sure.
That's what differentiates the better teams and the average teams.
Okay, it looks like we're going to do the same thing as before for Fnatic. They're going to send triple bottom to contest.
Yeah, Fnatic is one of those teams that always starts the same way. Because I've been doing a lot of research about Fnatic when I was playing like the TI qualifiers, and I noticed they always start the same way. They didn't start the same way then, like compared to what they're doing now, but they do the same things like throughout their games. Like they always have this early game setup, how they secure at least 2 bounty runes. And this game, because it's CM plus Storm, so we're probably gonna see the talent from Maiden, the mana cost and mana loss talent, to make Storm the super scary carry. But they're gonna see 3 heroes here. Nova onto just 1 hero. Not an efficient Nova, but he does have 2 mangoes and a clarity. That's how you have to play Maiden now after the nerf. You need more regen to, you know, to help you spam out the Novas in the lane. End of the day, it's going to be more or less 2 runes apiece. Mr. Mao is once again alone at top.
He's used to it by now.
Yeah,
he will get a quick stick.
He's the guy that you don't want to have a good start. You want Universe, he's the key guy.
Yeah.
You want this guy to get a good game. Universe and a bad. Jackie is the guy that, okay, you're not dying, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's enough. You're going to farm later. Well, look at this Boboka trying to stop Jackie.
Oh, he's going to get stunned here, and now Bramble Mace is going to be available. And now he just runs the other way. That's a low.
This is not so good for the lane. I think for the lane, you'd rather have the Shadow Realm. Does he have a sentry? He does. Oh, he missed the Devo. Oh, no.
No, he's got
just in the range. Oh, my God.
Meanwhile, back in the mid lane here, Fissure's going to be there. Abed, great block, and he's going to give up the first blood.
This is why we mentioned the lane is very difficult for Storm.
Yeah.
Klings has longer range. He's always going to harass with the arrows. And Storm has to come near you. You want to get last hits with the Remnant, so you're going to take it off. Oh, Boboka.
Trying to do it again. Fissure.
Yeah, this is so annoying for the Storm. And the wave is pushing. Like, if he can deny the 2 range creeps, this is gonna. the lane is gonna be so awful for the Storm.
Oh, that's 1 deny for the range creep.
Because he can't come near because of the
2 denies. Yeah, there you go. They tip each other. Yeah, Abed's destroyed. Okay, what about top? Well, SRF doesn't even need the help because of the Batrider matchup. We'll get that run range creep denied.
And
but
bottom lane aggressive is farming A-OK.
Yeah.
As our Doom is not that strong of a laner, so early in the early phases.
I mean, just give him that Inferno Blade. There you go.
Arctic Burn instead of Splinter Blast, but he's still gonna get the level 2. What? He's typing? Okay, never mind. I was just trying to see what he's typing.
Love this part.
Wait, how do you know he's typing?
Dude, he's typing. Enter. Oh, you can't see it?
I can't see it. What kind of game you're playing, Winter? I'm trying to.
I'm playing Dota. No, I'm not playing Dota. I'm watching Dota.
I see.
So at the moment, Spectre's lane is fine, stable. Doom doesn't have the best script that he wants. Doesn't have the Satyr. He gets the Tornado, not that useful, but he does have the armor aura, the toughness aura, 3 bonus armor. Really, really good for Doom because he has no armor.
Dude, look at what Boboka's doing here. He's just like straight up messing
because
hard.
he's not needed at top.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But Batrider is not bullying the lane as hard because he's not at top. He actually doesn't have a lot of last hits. Okay.
So, do you think the Shaker should be on top? I like Shaker shutting down mid instead, though.
I think this is fine because Klings is a momentum hero. And Batrider is not a hero that you need a good start on. Because you can catch up with Firefly in the jungle, clear stacks and whatnot. So between the Batrider and the Storm, I would rather have my Batrider have a shit game and make the Storm have a shit game.
Yeah.
It's a good exchange.
That is what's happening right now. Storm Spirit, 2 last hits. Clinks, 16 and 11.
This is the moment the NA sword comes. Why are they dual laning mid? What are these guys doing? So the Dark Widow is moving over to help. And that's going to leave the Batrider against the Wraith King. Even though Wraith King has a sizable advantage from the early game, but Batrider against Wraith King is still a favorable call for matchup.
That's
another
a strafe, and that's a kill.
Oh god.
Right, is
Universe farm? Let's see. He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. But Spectre's also farmed. That's
And he's a Doom, you know, he's not like a Wraith King that can run around all the time to kill heroes. Doom is kind of like you want to farm more than the Wraith King. Because Doom is a long cooldown spell.
Look at this top lane right now. There's a... Alright, he's gonna port away. Alright, well, he's gonna miss quite a bit of EXP, I think.
It's fine though. The wave is like at
yeah,
so
it's gonna
far away.
join.
He's gonna regen. I think it's fine for him. Okay, so this Storm has to do a lot of catch up, serious amounts of catch up. I think it wants the Kling, and because they're doing this, the Klings will vacate the lane at some point, so maybe Bear Rider can use some time to farm in mid or the support when he roams around with pressure. I think once Klings gets level 6, maybe level 7, you get your boots, and you can start hunting the Storm, because you know the Storm is going to be jungling a lot. You want to place a ward in the jungle right now. That's what BO2 is doing. He has a haste. He's running into the jungle.
Oh, he's perhaps even looking for a solo kill.
Yeah,
but
this is perfect what they're doing.
yeah.
And bot lane is just the spam game, you know, spamming out the lane, dagger to secure the range creep. Lane is great for aggressive.
I mean, yeah. This is worst feelings in the world. Fnatic fighting for the 5-minute runes now. Q in position, will take one. And now Crystal Maiden. He's a little bit out of trouble, or out of position rather. Yeah, he is absolutely dead. Maybe they get Q.
I'm not sure if Q will die. He has stick charges.
A 6 charge. He should be fine.
I think he's going to run to the creeps, use the splinter bars. Maybe not.
Yeah, he just runs
fine.
away.
This is not a good start for Fnatic. I think they're losing. They're kind of like losing two. Yeah, they're losing 2 lanes, I think. Even though Universe is like, okay, maybe not losing 2 lanes. Losing the middle lane and bottom is like 50-50 and they're winning.
I mean, Abed is in a lot of trouble still. Just forcing him away from even EXP. There's already a 2-level advantage from XSS.
Tower is being pressured heavily. It's a siege creep coming in, and they're moving both the supports here.
Rambo Maze is going to get used. XSS Curse Crown
He's
as
not
well.
afraid. Yes, it's ultimate. Death.
Yeah, he's so tanky at this point. Abed doubles his CS now.
He just wants to make sure the creep survives as long as possible. The siege creep.
Universe on the bottom side being gone on here by Aggressive. Has the fire turned on. 3 magic stick, 5 magic stick. Looks like he should be okay. Probably need to go back to the shrine.
He can't lane alone here against 2 of them.
This'll come in handy.
He has farm, but Doom is like a much slower hero, you know, compared to Wraith.
Top lane. Envy summons the zombies and
okay, what can Envy do? What is Envy gonna build this game? What did he buy?
just power treads.
So he has to think about coming online ASAP. He needs to fight.
So this is what? Blink first?
I'm not sure though, because Envy I think he's gonna at least buy a blade, you know, because I don't know. I feel like he needs to buy blink this game. He needs to come out and fight early. Yeah, I think blink is probably the right selection here for this game. You can't afford to go. You know, I kind of understand sometimes like on Wraith Kings, you want to get like a small item first before you get the blink, like maybe a blade meal or Helm of Dom sometimes, or armlet as a carry, you know. But this game, because of how dire the situation is, I think he needs to get a blink.
Oh, Universe trying to bait, and now Crystal Maiden's gonna pop up. Aggressive, gonna get stomped by the Centaur. Splinter Blast is here, Curse Ground on top, and Aggressive will die, trying to do as much damage he can.
Big kill.
Yeah.
Good rotation there by the support. They understand that they can't kill top, they can't go mid, so bottom is the only in lane.
By the way, look at the amount of wards on the mid lane.
They're
and
just
the mid
trying to
jungle.
shut
Yeah,
down
Abed is gonna get fidgeted here. But XSS,
I'm not sure if they're actually overcommitting to this though.
Storm level 6.
I think it's fine to pressure him for the first few minutes, but they're doing until
Too
this
much?
extent. Yeah, it might. I'm not
I mean,
sure.
BO2 is just dropping an extra ward behind the tier 2. I say that's the only amount of overcommit. Right, because he's essentially trading his time for Abed's time, which is...
Yeah, but at the same time, you're kind of neglecting your side lanes, because the Bear Rider is still paying a price for this.
Sure.
Spectre just died, he got ganked. So there are a lot of things, you know. I feel like shutting down the lane is important, but if you overdo it, then it becomes not worth, because you're paying a price at the same.
Yeah.
And now Klink is starting to move, so he's going to vacate a lane for his supports probably to take it. But Bear Rider has moved up to clear this stack.
Yeah, it's a huge stack here.
And
4
top lane,
stacks.
Jackie Mao has no points in ulti yet. He has 1 skill point.
We'll skill it just in time.
Is he going to be able to get out? Yep. It's fine. And he is indeed going to buy a blink.
Okay, meanwhile, bottom side looks like they're fighting over this big stack. Abed has arrived. He's like, these are my creep.
Still has no boots?
All right, he gets 1 or 2.
Wait, he still has no boots? Serious?
Yeah, he still has
oh,
no
it's in the
boots.
career, okay.
Oh, it's flying out.
Tough times. And for IG right now, so their immediate objective is what they want to do now is the Klings is going to start to want to just constantly move around, gank, pressure. So he's going to vacate a lane for Earthshaker and Wyvern. They're both supports that are happy if there's a lane getting vacated.
Sure.
They want to get the levels.
Bat Rider farmed the blink.
And when the Klings is moving, he's going to have a haunt to help him out. So that's great. I think overall that should be their direction. And whereas for Fnatic, they're just going to be struggling to find space for this Storm to farm wherever they can. They have Doom up right now so they could fight. Jackie doesn't have his ulti, but he's working his way to the correct item, the Blink.
A strafe Klings gank with a haunt kills pretty much anybody except Willow, right? This game? At least right now. Well, maybe not
And
the Storm.
Storm, and
Yeah, Storm could jump over. But a lot of good kills here as XXS poising to start initiating.
You know what I'm thinking now? I'm feeling it might not be a Radiance game for the Spectre. I think the Diffuser meta build is good this game, and here comes XXS.
Okay, turns on the fire. Universe taking quite a bit of damage and will go down.
So much damage.
I mean, one armor on Doom.
Yeah, I was talking about the build. I think Diffuser Manta might be good this game because of Wraith King and Storm. And it's even good against Doom because like in team fights, if you have Manta, you can actually just buy something Manta when he's trying to cast Doom on you. I think it might be a good idea, and you can use Manta to remove the Curse Crown, the Root. Because it gives them like a faster paced game, you know. I know like Radiance is like a bread and butter item for Spectre, but this game, Diffuser Manta could be a better option. So we'll see what he decides to do here.
There's a lot of fight for these bounty runes. That's coming out here, and immediately he'll back it up. Nobody taking the rune just yet. Q gonna get stunned, but he is flying past. And for now, he is fine. Storm Spirit, though, coming right in. He has a haste
Give me
ring,
the kill!
and he does get the kill.
That was a moment. Give me the kill, guys. Give me the kill.
All right, so that's 3 bounty runes and a kill. But here it comes.
Oh, Barrett has Blink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here comes XSS, though.
They have Blink and Haunt.
They know exactly where Envy is.
And they know he doesn't have ulti.
Yeah. But they just let him go.
Oh, he has enough gold for Blink. It's near a shrine, Lumi. It's risky.
Oh, Wyvern ports in, but
Oh, and
he ports out.
Bye-bye.
That is Star Sense. Make zombies and port out.
Oh, Haunt. They think he's still top. They use Haunt. Oh my god.
All right.
Jackie Mao is just like in between the line of genius and insanity sometimes. Like, this guy is just... sometimes he just knows, you know. And he has a smoke. But the ward is going to see him. They know he has a smoke. They know he has a blink. They're going to take this tower. And Aggressive has already ported out of the bottom lane.
I don't know why you said, you know, in between the lines of genius and insanity. So far, only good plays.
This game,
only good plays. Other games, maybe not as much. Fnatic pressuring the mid tower a little bit. Storm Spirit creeping up in terms of network. Still very far behind the Klings, but who isn't at this point?
Yep, but all he needs is just one good kill on the Klings. With the Doom, maybe. Doom still has ultimate. I don't think we've seen the Doom yet so far.
Yep.
He has max Scorch Earth. I see a lot, some players starting to do this more since the nerf to the Infernal Blade. And the nerf to Scorch Earth as well. He's gonna have his Shadow Blade up soon. So when you have the Shadow Blade, you want to kill either the Spectre or the Klings. These are your 2 prime targets. And IG is going to smoke up for this blink. I'm not sure if Fnatic saw the blink yet on the Bat Rider. But if they get Doom here, that will be big. He almost has his Shadow Blade. I think they're going to be able to find him.
Oh, but Pylai die once again. Breaking Smoke does not save the Doom yet. Doom gonna go down. Freezing Field attempted. That's a 1-2-man stomp, but Universe will go down to the fire and the eventual right click. The heal's keeping him alive for now, but 3 stacks and the right click from the Bat Rider. SRF getting the kill. Boboka, I'd like to see him get a little bit of free farm time. He's only level 4,
Radiant's middle tower is
but
under
is
attack.
halfway to the Blink Dagger.
What? He's only level 4?
Yeah. Guy's been moving around.
And the Wyvern took the book.
Wyvern's level 7.
That's like a report moment in a pub.
Radiant's
But
middle tower
Wyvern
is
actually needs
under
it more because you want to spend a lot more time trying to shove out lanes and fight with the team. As Oshaker, you want to focus on getting your blink at this point. But
Yep.
Dark Widow's going to get land a terrorize onto Q. Oh, you took the book, you're high level. Great, I'm going to kill you, get him more XP. Almost a solo kill. It's the power of Dark Widow. He has his urn completed. Trying to build a vessel, which is great against the Spectre. And Spectre is
Abed.
building a Yasha first, hook into Yasha, so it might be a Manta Rush.
Have you seen the way that Abed was farming, by the way? He was farming right here between the tier 1 and tier 2, and right here again. And just
The
cutting
most
the waves.
Dangerous place is actually the safest place.
Yeah, and
haven't
he-
you heard that?
Yeah, he got away with it.
Strike when the enemy least expects you to strike.
Thank you, Winter Fuchsias.
He has his Kaya. Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's fine now.
getting a
Back-
lot of creeps.
back into the game. And he
He's
has a
actually
regen.
tied with the Spectre.
I'm over here.
King so far has not snowballed out of control, even though he's still top of the net worth chart. Yeah, but I like the decision that he's switching over to the Orchid. He needs the Orchid to kill the Storm, the Dark
Radiant's
Willow. These are the
bottom
heroes that
tower
he
is
needs
under
those
attack.
items to kill.
I absolutely agree with this decision as well.
Okay, so for now, I think RNG's contented farming the Spectre. They have a Spectre, so but at the same time they want to like stop the Storm from get. I think Storm is a hero that can go toe to toe with the Spectre late game if you have a lot of items on him. So they at the same time farming the Spectre, they want to slow down the Storm as much as they can to kill him with the bat. But this is a very cautious game from both teams. I don't think I've heard a Lasso too much. There's just one Lasso on Universe before this,
Radiant's middle
Yes.
and that's it.
tower
And
has
Doom
been
has not been
denied.
casted for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and with that one death on Eternal Enemy earlier, I was also surprised to see IG not trying to gank. Oh, they did try to gank him a second time, but he TP'd away.
yeah.
Yeah, so
The man knows, you know.
the man knows. And he's going for a Radiance. How do you feel about the Wraith King Radiance in this game?
I think it's okay. It's fine because they are both teams are trying to outscale their
Is
opponents,
under attack.
and since nothing much is happening, yeah, why not Radiance?
Okay.
And you have this Doom that in this kind of game you want to get level 15 ASAP. The Devour goal.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower
He's given the
is under
wards.
attack.
He's gonna Shadow Blade running around trying to play some wards, and yeah, he needs the wards to kill the Clinks to see him.
And look, he's got that Purge creep and the Doom.
Yep.
Both will
Perfect.
dispel Strafe.
Dire's
Perfect
top
creep
tower
for that.
is under attack.
Do you just do him
Hello,
right now?
big kill, yes.
Yeah. Oh, he just Soul Ring too. Oh, no, the Purge. Okay, that's a solo kill. Storm's here.
Give me the kill.
All right.
Oh dear. Oh no, he didn't get the kill. He tried to cast that kill.
He tried very hard with the Remnant. That would have been the ultimate comeback moment. But he's top 3 net worth, despite that abysmal laning phase.
Storm is just like great at farming, and Abed, obviously he did a good job at finding farm in places where no one else could go because he's a Storm.
Yeah.
It's difficult for the enemy team to kill him.
People watching, take notes. This is how you recover from
Radiant's
that
top tower is under
terrible start. And maybe even gonna get a tier 1? Nope, he's gonna just keep going away.
Yep. So the next thing to talk about is to look at the warding right now. So vision-wise, IG has one aggressive ward, one defensive ward in the mid lane. I think they kind of want to invade this area. Do you see this?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to invade this area. Put a ward here.
Why do you think that the Bat Rider hasn't been looking for ganks?
It's very
is it
difficult because the lane
no
is always,
visions? Or?
yeah, the lane is always shuffled out. The skeletons are pushing, Storm's pushing,
I see.
and then Doom is also missing, so it's not that easy for them to find pickoffs. And they sort of have similar heroes, I want to say, because Klings and Bat Rider are kind of doing the same things right now. They're both like hunting for kills.
Okay, I think they're gonna about to smoke up here.
Radiant structures are
When you play
fortified.
Bear Rider, what would make it easy for you to kill is you have like a hero like Tinker that's always shuffling out all the lanes. So it's easy for you to find the kills. They don't have this hero in this lineup. So it's not that easy for him to find an opening. He still hasn't died, just 1 kill to his name. But
Radiant's
overall, he
top
would like to
tower
get
has
more
been
done
denied.
with this hero.
Spectre seeking for the kill, but it's gonna be Envy. Envy blinks away!
Sometimes you just don't understand whether he's just...
A genius. I don't know. We'll see. Envy's going to be in the fight. He has a Reincarnation Haunt coming back in on the south side. Crystal Maiden going to get caught out very quickly. Reincarnation will trigger. Winter Skirt. What a fear here coming out from DJ. Storm zips in, looking for a couple heal. Wyvern's going to go down, and they will get a second. Oh, wow! Huge Echo Slam here by Bubblecut, but not enough. Opet still alive. Bubblecut going to get chased down here. Shadow Realm as well as a right click should be able to seal the deal. At the end of the day, that was a 3-1 exchange. They did get the Reincarnation, but that was a huge victory for Fnatic.
He still got caught, but that blink bought enough time for his team to come in to help him. And that terrorized from DJ just won them that fight.
Yeah, we're going to watch that team fight one more time here. They're going to go on Envy. Crystal Maiden quickly dies after that, but that's a pretty good start. But after that, that terrorize.
They didn't even have to use... I mean, Doom was still on cooldown, but they already won a fight off that terrorize.
Yeah. Echo Slam was good.
And he got stunned by the Curse Crown. So
yeah, that just unfortunate.
DJ, man. He's the true carry. Rave King was probably saying, you know, these idiots are going on me, guys. Have ulti. Comes.
That sounds exactly like something that Jackie Mao would say.
Oh dear. So how's the Spectre doing? He has his Yasha done.
At least Spectre haunted in, got a kill, and didn't die for IG.
Sure.
Because that would have been really bad if he died.
So let's see if IG can... Oh, the Observer Sentry. Ha! Observer Sentry at choke points when you're facing all these Invis heroes.
Yeah.
This is a very good example of that.
XSS knows, and he will back off.
So once again, looking at the vision. I talk about the vision a lot because I think vision is extremely important right now since they changed, you know, the cooldown of the wards, they get more wards. So it's very important to talk about the vision all the time. All these choke points when you're playing against Clinks, these Ricky's, Treants, it's very important to have these choke point wards here, here.
So like this is another example where you get double.
Yeah, because they're playing against the Clinks. They want to, because pretty much if you look at the jungle entrance, it's here, here, and here. These are the 3 places you want to have the Ops Sentry.
Right. And here they opted for a much more aggressive.
Because the Clinks might TP down to you know gank whoever's pushing bot, so hence this works.
Well, this game has slowed down. In fact, it's going to be Fnatic with the net worth lead.
We're getting a lot of these games, so like yesterday as well. Right? All these like games where you try to move and outmaneuver the opponents. Try to play around with the vision. You wish you would have Zeus in this kind of games because you get to remove the wards.
Why haven't we been seeing Zeus?
Not a very good laner.
I feel like he's always good at...
Nimbus is OP, but he's not a very good...
I mean, with Arc Lightning, don't you feel like he always just gets CS and
yeah,
farm?
but still, like he's considered a weak laner.
Can't really zone out the enemy from farming or...
And you can't really tank damage for your offlaner.
Right. Boboka?
He has a ward, so he sees the Doom moving around. Does he have detection? Yes, he does. Horn is available.
Will Skeleton seek out things that you don't see?
No, only things in vision.
Okay.
And the priority will be the target that we stun.
Okay.
So Envy is going to have his Radiance now. What other key items coming up? Doom's going to have his BKB. Barrett is still camping here top lane. Just trying to... They're really, really cautious about what where they're moving. And both teams are very happy playing a much slower paced game. Obviously, when you have Spectre, you're happy with that. And the other team has Doom and Storm. Everyone's happy just farming away. And if you compare the supports, Wyvern is one of the better scaling position 5 heroes going to the late game. Like, I think Wyvern and Phoenix are both very strong going to late game.
Yeah, because these are supports that you kind of can't ignore, even though they're position
Yeah.
5. Their spells are so
So
impactful.
powerful. Yeah, too powerful. They just kill one of the heroes with them. So we see a smoke here by Fnatic. They just completed the silent the orchid
Is
on
under attack.
Abed. So deciding they want to move with this, and Wraith King has Radiance and Dagger.
Okay.
IG is not so ready to fight yet with Spectre.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, they know. Because again, look at the vision. They have one ward at top. They don't see anyone top. They have one lane watch here. And no one's... You see this lane? This lane is pushing and no one's here. So they kind of like... It's like a telegraph, you know? Like, if they're not top, they're not mid, where are they? Bot. That's why it's very important to have all these wards in both sides of the jungle if you can.
I kind of always like wonder about this about pro teams, right? Like you go for a smoke gank and maybe it's just a fairly low percentage smoke gank, like the one that we saw Fnatic just.
But it's the timing because they are really strong. They just bought the Orchid on Storm.
And then you kind of just like go and see if you get lucky. Is that almost the mentality there?
Sometimes that, but usually you have a solid plan with it. They wanted to invade and get a key kill and maybe place a deep ward. Oh no, they don't have an observer at that point. But yeah, but I feel like maybe they could have brought one less hero and kept one of the, like maybe the CM pushing out the middle lane. I think that would be okay. Because it's way too obvious. But it's easy for us to tell because we are looking at the vision on both
we're
sides.
seeing everything.
Yeah, we're looking at, they don't know where's the wards.
Oh my goodness, the Radiance will take him down though, but here comes a buyback. Lasso dragging one in, that's going to be a Doom. Doom just absolutely melts to excess his damage.
Great catch there by SRF on the barrier.
Yeah, Fnatic will quickly disengage here. That was a buyback from the Winter Wyvern. But a big...
Rush? Spectre is a pretty good rush hero.
Yeah, Spectre and Clinks, a lot of damage right there.
Oh, he's going for the Manta Diffuser,
Dire's
yes.
middle tower is under attack.
So you mentioned it earlier, but you got the mana burn,
Yeah,
you got
against the Wraith
the
King.
sizable damage
But I
increase.
guess Wraith King should be close to level 20 when he finishes his diffuser. So you get the talent to deal with that. But still, it's great against the Storm. And the Manta, like I mentioned, important for dodging the Curse Crown, the Bramble Maze. And you can make it hard for the Doom to cast Ultimate on you. And you can remove the Frostbite on CM.
Clinks on the run. Ooh, whose sentry is that?
This'll come in handy.
Sentry?
Oh no, that's MV right next to
Middle tower is under attack.
right next to a Clinks, but that was a Radiant sentry.
In this kind of like passive farming game, after the, I always talk about the vision. That's why I would mention the gem. I think around this time is quite a good time to get a gem deward. But the best case scenario is if you can secure the Roche. Yeah, then you can get the gem because you have the Aegis. It means that the enemy is going to dodge you for the next few minutes. So then you want to get the gem to remove their vision, so it's difficult for them to dodge. So I think that would be the next combat fighting point, the Roche.
So you find a pick off and see what you could do with it. The Dire not necessarily as good at Roshan. They don't have, as we see Abed just zipping and farming and porting home. So Winter, like we see both teams just happily passively farming, but IG's got a Spectre, which traditionally is like the hardest carry.
But
We talked about Wyvern as a
but they have the Doom. Doom is like one of the strongest late gamers.
true, because he just shuts out one hero.
And Storm is also super strong late game.
So it's hard for you to call it one way or another who has the better late game.
Usually you're more comfortable when you have the Spectre. Usually. Spectre is like a big boss. If enemy does not have Silver Edge, you are like, oh, it feels so good. But against Doom, then that might not be the case. I think I would actually, overall, considering everything, I would prefer to be on Fnatic late game. They have the Doom, the Wraith King. Dark Widow is also really strong late game.
And it gets to a certain point where Fnatic could itemize in a way where, for example, you could Doom 2 heroes in a fight.
Yep.
Or
with
Aghanims
with
on...
a shard. I think it's definitely an Aghanims game. It's for sure Aghanims.
Sure.
You want to buy Aghanims.
And also Aghanims on Envy might not be too bad either. Although we generally don't see like carry Wraith King getting Aghanims, but allowing your Doom
not
to...
this game. I think this game you want to have like...
Yeah.
Maybe you want to have AC. I think AC is okay too. Go for more like team items like Aura, helps up your damage. He has to do damage to kill them.
Smoked up team. Both teams smoked up right now, but oh, they're going for the illusion. They can't think that's real. Yeah, they're just going to run past, thinking that Fnatic is in their own jungle, but both teams will miss.
are scanning.
Fnatic checking out Roshan with their smoke. Won't see
Radiant's
anybody.
middle tower is under attack.
Doom is still not level 15. I think he
DJ gonna get caught here. He gets orchided immediately. Lasso as well. Really stacking.
SRF finds another pick, and here comes the Haunt.
Yeah, Spectre's gonna come in as well. There's a Doom onto it. Now there's a buyback. Double buyback from support, but they're taking way too much damage. Universal should be fine on the backline. Abed does not want to jump into everybody.
And
Shaker still patiently.
Here comes the Wraith King. He jumps in.
Okay, there's
Doom is running
Q,
out.
but Shaker is in position. Nice Winter's Curse. In fact, the zombie plus the curse.
skeletons.
Okay,
God.
they're running away for now. And that's it.
So all in all, it was a two
Double
buyback.
buybacks from the supports.
So IG
And that's
victory. IG victory.
Yeah.
And they burn. Doom was down. And but Earthshaker still has ultimate.
Think Universe really needs a Shivas or some sort of armor.
He has the creep, the ice armor. That's perfect. But it's good. The thing is like he's not getting. I think he needs the next book. He needs to get.
He
level
needs 15, is
Yeah,
what
he
you're saying.
needs 15.
Yeah.
Otherwise he doesn't scale as well.
He does have Aghanim skewed up, and now they're saying no haunt, so let's do something here. Freezing field against Roshan. That is...
Okay, Spectre has diffuser. Spectre is very strong right now. Very strong. I think if they take the fight properly, IG has a very good chance of winning this fight. They have Lasso. SRL has been doing a very good job finding good openings for his team to capitalize on.
Yeah.
And they have Echo still. Curse is up at 10.
And also for DJ, he cannot get caught out. He is so important for his team in terms of counter initiate. Envy stands in the front line here, and SRF finding again, but he gets stunned this time here. And now Fissure helping him out a little bit. Where's the Terrorize? And there's a pause.
Oh my god, I think they are lagging. That's why he wasn't moving. He wasn't moving. Oh my god, that was the worst time to lag. He blinked in and he didn't move.
Who? The Bat Rider.
And the Spectre had time to move away from the Curse Crown. Like, he's not moving from the Curse Crown. Now he's going to activate and he's going to stun both of them. Oh, that's so unfortunate for IG.
Yeah, and that means they're going to get two-man Terrorize as well. This is...
My god, the Storm is going to zip. Do they have vision? If they see the Wyvern, the Storm should zip and kill the Wyvern.
At the same time, though, Klings is on the back line. I don't know whose sentry that is. Well, I guess it's their sentry. They're going to go pull stun. No Doom here by Universe. Is on
fight.
cooldown.
Man fight.
Well, it's going to be Klings winning the man fight. The curse is going to come through as well. They will kill everybody here. The reincarnation is going to trigger. Can Envy blink away? Curse Crown's going to be there. He cannot because the lasso is going to be there. Despite of the lag, despite of everything, it's going to be Fnatic dropping to a huge teamfight victory for Invictus Gaming.
Echo? They still have Echo?
I don't need it.
Jeez, this Spectre is so freaking strong right now.
They will lose the Crystal Maiden as well.
Okay, dude. Roshan. That's Roshan. Spectre picks up the illusion, kills Roche with Desolate. Easy peasy.
Fnatic got runes though. Despite everything, that's the one thing they will do. It's gonna be yet another kill. Shaker everywhere with that fissure.
Oh dear. That fight looked bad at the start, but somehow this Klings he was able to tank through everything thanks to the stick. I think he had a very high stick count.
They didn't have Doom or enough chain stun. We're gonna watch that fight one more time here.
Okay, let's see. So
Yeah,
they both got controlled there.
And then the Orchid, and then the XSS just strafe. And then
that was
the
a
curse.
really good curse too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess Klings was just that tanky.
Klings with his ultimate on is no joke.
And Storm has no BKB, right? Yeah, that's why. He died to the soul burn.
Yeah.
So they need that. That's gonna bump up the Storm's power spike a lot with the BKB. And this Bat Rider has been playing really well. I mean, in fact, the whole team of IG. In the fights, they are using the spells correctly. They are just like moving and like maneuvering Fnatic around. Even though Fnatic has like all this like Storm, but they're not getting all this free pickoffs. Like generally when you have Storm, you want to get like, all the free pickoffs like on the Earthshaker,
Yeah.
on the Wyvern. Those are the two heroes there. Even the Bat, you know, to an extent.
But for Storm, he's afraid, right? You jump in, what if you get fissured?
Now
Or
he
you
has
get
BKB.
orchided?
He won't be that afraid.
Yeah. Well, he won't be as afraid. Like previously to this, though, he was playing extremely cautiously as a result.
Yep, and because of the diffuser, now the Wraith King, oh, he's thinking, I need my level 20.
Dire's top tower
He doesn't
has
want to get
fallen.
owned by the diffuser.
Yep. Also, Universe going back for that Shiva's guard that I mentioned really needs the armor because Clink's just kind of laugh at him during these team fights.
Yeah, but I don't know why he took another creep. He should have just kept the ice armor. I don't know. That's right.
XSS on the high ground gets immediately stunned, but Strafe dodging it, so...
That is just casually 500 damage on the tower. Okay, this is not looking good for Fnatic right now.
Yep.
They have to be able to utilize this 10-second BKB. And oh, they have Arcane Rune. Well, is CM level 15? Oh no, CM is not level 15.
Lasso though will find him.
Oh yeah.
And oh, actually he stunned the wrong one.
Okay,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter, the fissure was there.
Yeah, didn't matter.
I am surprised that IG has not considered going into Roshan. Especially after that first teamfight victory
I
just
guess they
now.
feel it's risky, and they didn't have their spells, all their spells up yet. Now they do, but I feel like it's fine for them not to rush the Roshan because Storm can easily steal it and they have Terrorize.
Sure.
It's still quite risky, I think. There's still a significant amount of risk involved, and they want to be able to, you know, it's a Chinese team. They're generally very like safe, and they don't try to do things
They
too
see
risky.
Envy. Envy's... They're not even going to use a lasso. Haunt in immediately. Envy will lose his first life. Blink, I imagine, will get disabled by the Radiance on the backline. Looks like Spectre has picked up another kill. Envy getting absolutely controlled. He will just get brought down. Okay. There's a Doom being used right now. They can't kill XSS. He has Invis and ran away. They scan. They don't see anybody. They ping the top. Will Storm make the big zip? No. Doom controlling the Spectre for now.
Again, another victory for IG. Let's kick off by SRF on the bed, setting his team up for success.
And I want to say that was blind. I don't know if he had vision.
Not sure.
There was a sentry, so maybe they warded it. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I think the next thing is... The next important thing is... I still feel like that they need Aghanim's on Doom though.
Okay, yeah, he's switching back for it.
And the Doom... If you want the armor, you just get the Ice Orb. I think that's the best. Like he doesn't have enough space to farm right now. Like the Wraith King and Storm is taking a lot of farm.
He does have the Devour go now.
He does. Oh, maybe this. I think this game is like on A-Bet's shoulder right now. I feel like the CM, they want to pop level 15 on CM if they can and get the talent and try to help the Storm like get a really good engagement. But he's still very far away. He's 2 levels away, so I don't think they'll get it in any near future. But and then looking at IG side, they have the heart almost completed on the Spectre. This is a big item for him. No Silver Edge, no Aghanim's Doom yet.
I feel like you're
they have
to deal with Spectre,
they
you
have
just
to doom him. With
yeah,
the
you
Aghanim's.
doom him, you try to kill everyone else, and then you surround the Spectre.
It won't be easy because like Earthshaker, Barrier, and even the Wyvern is gonna make it difficult for them.
All right, smoke inside the pit. Again, they're gonna run
Horn is up in 10.
into the enemy
And
jungle.
Heart is completed.
Okay.
So strong. IG is so damn strong right now.
All right, they're gonna go for the Roche. Storm.
Can he steal it? A-Bet is stealing.
Oh, whoa, God. Okay, fakes out BKB. Storm has about half his mana pool left, so I'm not sure whether he glimpsed.
A-Bet is gonna have some magic. Xbox has already used his BKB. This is gonna be
Okay,
huge.
Storm zipping back in, again missing. Terrorize flying in. Echo Slam's gonna find him.
Oh
Back and
my
finds
God!
the course here.
What an Echo!
Back and Kling's just going in right now.
Buyback.
Storm buys back. He doesn't have the TP.
The
he just
Roshan!
used the
They're
TP.
trying to finish the Roshan!
Can they finish it? That's a question. Storm zipping in. No.
Oh my God!
Who's gonna grab the Aegis? Nobody grabbing it. It's gonna be Universe. He grabs the Aegis. Abed used the remainder of his mana pool, zipping right in. SRF
Oh
getting
my
healed up right now,
God.
and it's gonna be a Spectre Haunt. This is looking terrible. The Fissure's gonna be there. Reincarnation triggering Pilot Die, using the freezing field. He knows he's gonna be there. Eternal Envy blinking back out. They lose 1, they lose 2, and they might lose Envy here as well. Keep in mind that Storm has already bought back. He's gonna go down. And this is turning from bad to disaster for IG. What a huge play by Boboka. That Echo Slam onto 2.
And a huge curse as well by Q.
Yeah.
Both the supports coming up big in that fight. Like
Instant-
Barrier couldn't get the Ras off, but his supports actually saved the day. And that was a buyback on Storm, even though Universe got the Aegis, but they didn't get. Did they get the last hit on the Roche? Oh, Daya got the last hit.
Yeah, they got the last hit. So they got a little bit of XP and gold, but
Under attack.
The damage is severe though.
Is under attack.
yeah.
Big damage. Like Storm has to carry this game, and now with the buyback, and he didn't get the Aegis. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, that's rough. That curse. I thought because he cursed, somebody could have walked in from the Radiant side and just
I
take the
think
Aegis.
he could actually still got the Aegis, but Universe was so worried there that it was like a very tense situation. He just picked up the Aegis.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, of course, Abed gets the Aegis. What a game we have here.
Yeah.
What a game.
7K lead here for Invictus Gaming. They have the... I mean, this Spectre is...
I think they can't really...
I mean, she's not unkillable because of the Aghanim's Doom,
Okay,
but...
they just need to get the Doom on him, but it's not that easy because of, you know, Doom is like a very long cast time.
Yes,
Like,
you have to
it's
lift up your hand
and he
and
has
all that
Manta
stuff.
and,
Yeah.
and everything. There's the Bat Rider, there's the Earthshaker. It's not going to be easy for him to do. Jeez, this game.
Alright,
So-
Crystal Maiden.
So if I put that matter into consideration, they just need to buy a Lincolns on the... get a Lincolns and put it on spec. As long as he doesn't get Doom, I think they just win the team fight.
Sure. I mean, you make it sound so simple. Does anybody have the extra 5K hanging out?
I don't think anyone... I don't know.
Everyone's got their own items that they need to go.
Yeah. Maybe just I don't know.
Spectre's
I
going
just
for
feel like
Hex.
as long as he doesn't get Doom, they win the team fight.
Radiant's
That's how I
middle
feel
tower
about
is
it
under
right now.
attack.
If Spectre doesn't get Doom, it's going to be very, very hard for Fnatic to win the fight. If he doesn't get Lincolns, he should get Abyssal. I think they need the Abyssal to kill the Storm. Extra lockdown for that.
Fnatic setting up shop here in the enemy jungle. Nice high ground ward.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan. Oh!
Oh, great. He actually didn't even get the mana cost talent on the reincarnation. He got the skeletons instead.
Okay.
That's risky. Because he might just get, like, it's very possible that he just gets mana burned completely by the spec and he doesn't have mana for ulti. And CM, half a level more to make Storm a Superman.
Actually, with the CM aura, doesn't that help you against mana burn from Diffusal Blade as well? Because it's 14% mana loss reduction, right? From the CM.
Does it work that way? I'm not sure.
I'm not
I thought
positive.
it's just for the spells.
Okay.
I think definitely this game you don't go for GPM. You go for the mana talent. I'm quite certain that you don't go GPM.
This is a tough place here for Pilot to farm.
It's Paladai. Where else do you expect him to farm? Is he gonna get the safe farm? No.
And finishing that AC. He has buyback available, so I wonder if he's gonna... Oh, mid lane. I bet barely jumped away.
Whoa, what I miss?
I don't feel whatever Emmy buys is gonna change the complexion of the game too much though. That's how I feel it's always gonna be down to Storm. Whether the Storm can get big enough to carry the game. I don't feel like Wraith King can win this game for his team. The Storm and the Doom. If Doom can get Refresher next, like if he, at some point he's gonna finish the Shivas, then he gets the Refresher. If the game reaches to that point and Doom has level 20 talent, 40 Doom DPS, yes, I think Fnatic is back into a point of the game where they feel like they can just
So you need level 20, Shivas,
refresher.
and Refresher.
Yeah, that's a lot of
That's a long time. But he does have the plus 150 Devour, so... It's not as long as you might think.
And Paradise still doing a good job, you know, pushing out the dangerous lanes, making sure he pressures.
I mean, if he dies, he dies. He
Oh
took
my,
GPM!
he took GPM? How? Because the game might end anytime, you know, now.
Dire's
I mean,
middle
Fnatic playing for the long game. Game not ending. Alright.
Everyone else is farming. I can't be left behind.
No man left behind. Alright, Aegis waits out, and that's Universe's Aegis.
Time to fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Time to fight if you're IG. Is the cheese... Who had the cheese?
I think Cheese has already been used.
Oh, it's been used, okay.
Wait, wasn't that the first Roche? That was the first Roche.
Oh, that was the first Roche,
Yeah.
okay.
It's been a very slow game. In terms of Roshan, like...
So Aegis expires and they smoke. What item did they just get? Why did they decide to smoke?
Ooh, Envy runs into the entire team. They pop the dust, but XSS just runs the other direction. Radiant will disengage. Meanwhile, SRF once again just hunting, looking. zombies. Rather skeletons, excuse me. Haunt on the back line here. They found the Storm.
Storm is dead.
Storm's
Things
dead.
found him.
Spectre.
Hex.
Spectre coming out here.
Oh, that is big. I think this is gonna be maybe a lane of Rex.
Yeah, and now Envy
Oh,
looking at
no
TP
mana
out. He's
talent.
dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, he still has his ult, but doesn't matter. He's still dead.
That's 4 dead.
I think it's close to the game. It won't be over, but I think at least one set of Rex. Are they going to have enough time? Just run down the mid lane. The tower is almost down. I think they should be able to get one set of Rex. It's no buyback.
Probably both tier 2s and then one lane of
No, I
Rex.
think they go for one lane of Rex right away.
Okay.
Spectre has a lot of damage on buildings now. Butterfly.
I mean, Clinks will give you all the damage you need right now.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That's how Storm died right away. The
Yeah.
Hex. He found the Storm. They Hex on. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright. Glyph blocking a lot of that strafe damage.
Dire's middle tower
You
is
think he
under
cares? He has nothing.
Does not care, actually. Okay, Storm in 25.
has fallen.
Rave King in
Can
25.
they get another melee? The top tower is so low.
Yeah,
Are they gonna do it?
are they going to respect Fnatic?
Yep.
No
Respect.
back off.
Roshan is spawning soon. Don't want to do anything stupid. Get the shrine, secure the next rush.
That's what you said earlier, right? When you're this far ahead, don't need to take unnecessary risk.
Yep.
Dire's top shrine is under
You take
attack.
risks when you're behind and you have to do something to
Dire's
change
top
the game.
shrine
Something
has
drastic.
fallen.
What are their means of coming back into the game right now? I think that somehow they can't really wait for their big items. They have to take a fight soon. They cannot let the IG side just get the Aegis and chase. They definitely have to contest this Roche. Have they ever doomed the Spectre even once the whole game?
They did. They doomed them once, but they just kind of ran away, right? The Spectre did. And then they just waited out the Doom, and then they fought them
They need
again.
to initiate properly. They haven't got a proper initiation the whole game.
Yeah.
Brave King jumps in, they follow up with the Doom on the Spectre, start the fight, lock them down with Terrorize and kill somebody right away with the Doom.
So what do you think about this? The Axe on the Storm.
More lockdown? Yeah, sure. Axe is great on Storm.
Oh, they're going to find Envy. And his whole team is not there.
That's the guy you want to get gone on if you're a Fnatic.
Except, well, are they going to fight this? Doom is trying to walk into this.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, he's
okay,
there.
never mind.
He has no buyback.
He's way too far.
I mean,
No buyback.
his team was a mile away.
I think it's GG. This GG.
And Storm makes them defend.
Kill the creeps, they need to kill
Yeah,
the creeps.
yeah. Storm.
Do they have
Storm
glyph? Oh, no glyph. They can't really glyph and protect the creep wave. But I think it's enough. They have one creep. They can.
I mean, Storm's out of mana too. That's the.
There should be another lane of Rex. Close to GG.
55 seconds till, and of course, well, Fnatic's getting runes, I guess.
Wait, they're not going to try and force the issue.
God, I love money.
They're scouting Roche. They're so safe. I think Carl would be the one like criticizing. He doesn't like teams that are playing too safe. He likes teams that are playing to win. You need to force your advantage. They are playing way too conservative.
And that Crystal Maiden, 150 GPM, taking it up.
Hey, man,
dropping
you
some
know,
deeper wards.
everyone wants to farm that piece, that piece of the pie to share.
There you go. There's some sharing. Highlight eye.
150 GPM.
Yeah. Still works when you're dead.
Yeah.
Wow, he just bought back. For what?
Contest the Roche. They know they are gonna try to get Roche.
I see. Roshan spawning really soon.
That's not a rage buyback.
Radiant
Now, Storm is incredibly out of mana. Just kind of feels like he's been living this life right now. I guess very fortunate for Fnatic, a very long and late spawn Roshan.
But still, it's gonna be like difficult for them though. Like they can't really leave the base easily, lane or drags down. As long as IG plays like, from what they're doing, they're really safe and conservative. They're gonna make sure they just shove the lanes out. They're not gonna do anything too risky. Do they have a smoke? They have a smoke. They can even like smoke first, try to get a pick off with the bat before they try to go on. They don't have to force this Roshan. Even though they can, but they don't have to.
It's going to be IG initiating, and right now it's going to be on immediately. They find Eternal Envy. That's a pretty good one, I guess. Terrorize completely missing the ball. The Echo Slam, however, does not miss. Doom dead.
No buyback. Okay.
Pilot Dice dead. Envy just fell. Reincarnation will keep him back up, but he will die very quickly. Look at the damage from the Spectre. Where's the Storm? Storm's not joining the fight. Maybe going for an Aegis steal? That's kind of the only way he can play this now. But he doesn't even know what the Aegis situation is like.
Dark Wheeler's gonna suicide to give vision. Never mind. No.
Too late.
Too late.
Aegis and cheese.
This should be game. I don't see how they can actually come back from this.
Yeah.
It's just way too difficult. Who has the refresher? Spectre?
No, second
refresher.
Roche.
This is second. I keep thinking this should be the third Roche because it's 50 minutes in the game.
IG really, really coy around the Roshan pit. It should be the second lane of Rax. Pretty easily. Aggressive. Just using his illusions right now. Playing as safe as they possibly can.
How
yeah.
safe he is.
They're
Okay,
so far ahead with the Aegis and cheese, but yeah, he's like, let's not throw. He's also going for a Hex, by the way.
Sometimes it's not about like, throwing, you know, it's about like playing to win still. You need to push your advantage. You don't want the enemy team to, even though you have this lead, but Fnatic have a decent chance if the game goes long, you know, and they get their items on the Doom, the Storm.
Doom has gone for a Blink to try to get that initiation off,
Yeah,
but unfortunately,
not gotten a good Doom off.
yeah, I mean it's hard, right? You haunt and then they just know where you are.
They can't get the jump because haunt. What they did was the last few fights haunt into Lasso. They see everyone parallel pick the target. If they can just still win the fight, okay. If they can win the fight every time they even lasso the worst target, I think Brave King is like probably the worst target for them to lasso and start the fight.
Right.
But they're still winning the fights. It means it's so difficult for
I mean, the
Fnatic.
key thing is the fact that's Radiant that's grabbing the initiation every time instead of Dire. Dire has not gotten any initiation, right?
So you're gonna say the GPM is still working?
I mean, nothing is really working right now, Fnatic.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
Go for the shrine, go for the last tier 2. This is as safe as it could get.
The runes, though.
Dire are
Jackie
scanning.
Mao is on the case.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yes.
In pubs that I've played with him, 20 seconds or 30 seconds before the rune, he's always going to tell his team, guys, think of the rune. I want you guys to think of the rune. Stop doing anything unnecessary. Think of the rune.
Think of the runes. Okay.
Think of the runes. He is the man of the big picture, always thinking about the big picture. Oh, hello. This is
They have 2 hexes for him,
it's
by
so
the way.
ironic we're talking about him and he's getting caught.
Yeah.
Think of the big picture.
Big picture.
Oh dear.
Yeah. That is a refresher on the Clinks. Double hex.
Double BKB.
Yeah, double key. Double strafe. That's actually like,
What, double streak? Do you need it? It's such a low cooldown.
I mean, he has 7-second strafe.
7 seconds downtime, so you need a refresher. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
So he's perma strafe, perma BKB, double hex. Not a bad hero. All right, Spectre just runs up.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
This is going to be the final fight. Envy does have the buyback. I mean, now the Doom on Spectre is kind of sad because he has Aegis. All right, he just walks in and Pilot Eye's dead. No buyback. Storm zipping in, clearing out the creep wave. SRF in a perfect spot, looking for anyone that want to come up. And Fnatic just watching their base crumbling to this
Top barracks has fallen.
really, really fat Spectre.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Are they ever gonna try to?
Are they gonna try to weigh out the Aegis? Like that's not happening, right? Okay, here comes the Doom. They got the Clinks, but he already went away, and it's gonna be Echo Slam onto the Doom. Doom dead. He does have the buyback. Lasso. It's gonna be on the Wraith King. Wraith King gonna get dragged out. Terrorize, pretty good. Gets the Spectre away, but Envy, I think, will die to the DOT. He goes down. And I think he just blinked in, so he's going to be dying a second time. No BKB alarm to get himself out of there. Curse Crown getting reflected here. Nice pull, gets about 3 with the Curse Crown combination, but yeah, they don't care. They're just too damn tanky. Winter Wyvern drops his ultimate. Controlling pretty much everybody. Fissure's going to come in as well. Here comes round 2. IG aggressive in the front line with the BKB bubblegum. Haunt again. On the back line they go. Everyone is straight up dying. Aggressive. Still 100% health. XSS okay as well. No more Doom. And that is going to be the last thing to Rax. I do believe Fnatic's tank of gas is low and out. And that should be GG. They call it. 53 minutes, but I do want to say that this game was very much so decided about 10 to 15 ago, as IG never looked back. SRF as Batrider is pretty good.
Clinks. I think Clinks is also. I think Clinks is the MVP. Clinks did the most.
This is the only game that we've seen where Klings got ahead and stayed ahead. Right?
Thanks to the Earthshaker, you know,
Yeah,
camping the lane, getting that crucial 2 range denies. That was big in the laning phase.
But also the draft, because the Doom was questionable. Wraith King against Batrider was questionable, so
I mean, he didn't get run over by the Batrider anyway in the lane, so
that's true.
it was fine, I guess. I think it's just more about how they played. They still had the chances of winning the game. I remember, I think the first Roshan or the first Roshan where Abed died, and he bought back and he couldn't get the Aegis. They lost the fight. They lost 3 heroes, but they were able to get the Aegis. And Roshan last hit, but still, it was a huge price for them to lose that fight. And the Spectre going for the Manta Diffuser, I think it's the right build this game. Helped a lot, made him a lot stronger. And obviously the Batrider getting a lot of Abed and Klings getting a lot of those key pickoffs. Like when it got so late where they could just haunt and Batrider could just pick anyone.
Yeah.
The fight was just so easy for them at that point.
And the double hexes at the end for both Klings and Spectre. Like they just, whoever they saw just died. But that's going to do it here for us. IG split the series 1-1. We're going to have one final series coming up next on stream 2. We're going to keep it rolling. There's a lot more games left to be played, so we won't talk for too long. He's Winter, I am Lumi. We'll go to break, and then we'll get more Dota action